All right, guys, hope you're all doing well. Welcome to the stream. It's time to let the bats feast, as you guys have said, and we're going to be playing vampire counts today. So I haven't played them in about 6 or 7 months. It's been a while. So we're going to be learning trial by fire, but it should be quite a bit of fun. And the thing about vampire counts is they don't have too many wild builds in terms of build diversity, so I know what most of the good units are. So we're going to try and make it work. See if we can win once again with the dreaded faction. All right, so let's go ahead and get the tournament started. Just got to refresh this real quick, and we will be ready to go in just a minute. All right, there we are. We got the Vampire Counts background. We got the Blood Knights, my favorite unit on the Vampire Counts. Hopefully we'll be able to use a couple of them today. I feel like they'll be pretty good. And all right, so tournament is about ready to start. Looks good to me. And just going to refresh one more time, and then we're going to start the tourney. How you guys doing? Welcome, welcome. Wish me luck. We're trying to figure it out. Vampire Counts are like a mid-tier faction. They have a decent win rate, but not too many games played. They're good against some of the melee-centric like factions. Apparently, like Nurgle and Khorne, they do okay. It's more like an even matchup now, probably. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, man. We'll see how it goes. I don't really know how to play them, but we're going to figure it out on the fly. We're going to make it work, baby. All right, so let's see here. Let's go to the tournaments and get it started. Yeah, we got to summon more zombies. That's for sure going to be the play. The sneaky, sneaky zombies. All right, so we're ready to go. So let's generate the bracket. So this will take a minute, but once it's done, we should be good to start. Gaze them to gash. Yeah, that's not a bad spell. It's good for sniping for sure. And the brackets are live, and it's me versus Jack, the dreaded Jack. All right. So let me announce the players that we're ready to go. And Goblins, we're live. Okay, cool. So we just got to find our opponent real quick. Let's go ahead and make a lobby. It's actually a cool background, the Blood Knights. They're really cool units. Actually, what's cool about Blood Knights too is they're awesome in tabletop as well. But the Vampire Count's a really, really good unit. They only take one like resurrection point to get back, so they're about as easy as a zombie to resurrect, which is pretty crazy considering that they're like extremely powerful models with like 2-up saves and a bunch of funny business like that. All right, so just got to find my opponent and we'll be good to go. If we just get wrecked, you know, we could do some haggard like mastery goy builds or something like that out of the gates. You and me. We'll try and make it work to the best of our abilities. All right. So let's figure out what the map is going to be. What is it going to be, Precious? And going to the maps. It's a Borderlow landing and proving grounds. All right. Are we going to see some fat Winds of Death? Maybe. Winds of Death. Hey, McIver, how you doing, man? Winds of Death is against some factions, maybe. I don't know. If I bring Manfred, I think I might try and slip in Winds of Death. We'll see. And we got the map set, and I need to see who's going to be banning here. I'm adminning today as well. You've got the wrong... Oh, I have the wrong Jack. Okay. So there's another Jack in the Discord who's my opponent. Okay. He goes by a sneaky, sneaky name somewhere else. You tagging me in general chat here? No. Okay. All right, guys. Just got to find my opponent. There's a couple Jack, players named Jack. Okay. Thank you, thank you. There he is. Hey, all right. So we got you. And we got this. It says this Warhammer's updating. That's never a good sign. It means we might have to cast another lobby, which would be unfortunate, but we'll see how long. We can give him like 10, 15 minutes tops. And then unfortunately, we would have to move forward and cast another lobby probably. Winds of Death with 300 kills. Yeah, it's not a bad spell. Vampires, you have access to a couple of cool options. The dreaded Vampire Lord. Yeah, what do we have? Shadows. We have Shadow Magic. Oh, looks like he's ready. Okay. Aces. All right. I will ban... what faction are you? I need to find out what faction my buddy's playing here before we do the map bans. Oh, do we have a Chaos Dwarf player? Oh, the Chowie. Okay. We will ban Borderlow. So you choose what we play now. Okay, so we have the Chaos Dwarves. Interesting. Favorite flavor of ice cream? Man, I haven't had ice cream in ages. I'm not really a sweets guy myself. So is he going to go for the elite infantry? Is that going to be the play? Okay, so Proving Grounds is over here. Chaos Dwarves actually have some really good tools against vampire counts. They have some cool stuff. The Bale Taurus characters are a nightmare. They're very, very strong. Very, very strong. I love your stream. Just wanted to ask how long. Oh man, a while, Jack Sparrow. Yeah, wow. Thank you for the donation, man. But the procedure, it fixed me up pretty good. It worked. All right. But Charix, between you and I don't really play counts too much, but Chaos Dwarves don't counter them, right? Like, it seems like it's something that we can do well. Okay, so we're going to do Proving Grounds. It's going to be the map. You got to let me know, Charix. You got to let me know, my friend. You got to give me the pro tips. All right. So here we are against Chaos Dwarves. We have to put some respect on the Death Tree rocket launchers. Although Proving Grounds does have some, LOS issues for sure. All right, so let's get this. I figure we do a little something like this. More than a year? Yeah, I probably had it for like a year or two before the procedures. Yeah. I guess I need some zombies and some corpse carts and stuff, right? Who doesn't need those? Okay, so for the Lord choice, Vlad the Chad probably isn't bad. I mean, he'll get his butt kicked by the Bale Taurus, man. But it depends on how I want to try and win this game. I could try and win it via the objectives. Yeah, probably some Fellbats aren't bad for shutting down like handgun units. Or I could try and like duel him, right? Like duel the Bale Taurus character, which I think is a tall order. I think it's a very tall order. So we're gonna do you. And yeah, I think that's probably okay. Frostlight, thank you for the tenor. Thank you for the content sharing. Could we hear the Palpatine soundboard? Sure, I got you, man. Which one do you want? I got the 2 week. Hold on. He's almost done.
Do it.
We got the do it. And we got the laugh. That's like everything on the soundboard. I haven't used it. I need to get back to it. Black Coach. Yeah, so Blood Dragon Vampire Lord will trade pretty well into a Bale Taurus monster. The only issue being is that yeah, I kind of like that idea. The only issue being is that they have Death Streak rocket launchers, so they're going to be using those to cause quite a bit of havoc. So I think it's a bit risky, just a little bit on the risky side. Yeah, my cavalry aren't super good, but we can throw in. I think these have Vanguard deployment. Do they both have Vanguard deployment? They do not. Okay, so we get you and we get you. We have some. The one thing I can assure you guys is we have some very scary creatures of the night. And my opponent's going to need to put some respect on their names, that's for sure. All right. Let's get you guys. The starting army looks fine, more or less. I have 1,200 left to spend. And it's time, man. It's almost time. I wish the black coach was good. It's kind of a bit of a janky unit. I've tried to use it, but I always find I'm just a little bit disappointed with it. Okay, and okay. Do we want these guys fighting up on the points? Probably not a bad idea. They're kind of cheap. Blood Knights in this matchup, they're okay against Bull Centaur Renders and other things like that. A bit of an expensive thing, though. I don't think you need the Blood Knights here in this particular situation. I don't think you do. So I think we get you, and then we can get a little sneaky here as well. Sneaky. All right, good luck, have fun to my opponent, man. More dissension against them. More dissension against the Chowie. That's an interesting one. Probably with the shooting and their monsters advantage, it's probably a bad idea. Although in theory, I mean, it definitely can do some grinding, but I feel like I would just be Benny Hilling with that thing all over the place, so probably not. Yeah, probably not. All right. Good luck, have fun. Gunhound, that's pretty good. Vampire counts is best not suck. Black Coach can be very good into Skaven. Got it. Yeah, Skaven have some weird vulnerabilities to those like low to the ground terror causing units. Any army where the chariot can get a lot of kills quick, yeah. I think Manfred on Nightmare might actually be he might be good. But, you know, I am an enjoyer of another character who I'm going to be bringing, and it could be bad, it could be good. We'll never know. We will never know. How much is that? That is only 138, so I'd have to cut 2 units to get that. Yeah, I'll have to cut 2 units there. Some of you guys are going to be getting your wish. Some of you guys were demanding it before the game, but... Oh, what cool banners do we have with Vampire Counts? Oh, the Court of the Night. I haven't seen that banner before. Okay, I think we're ready to go. All right, so just got to wait and see what my opponent here, Jack, wants to do, and then we'll figure it out from there. Matchups are Blood Knights are good. Probably against Nurgle, against Khorne, Blood Knights are pretty rad. Because Blood Knights can dominate the Fleshhounds of Khorne pretty well. And they also can take down Toads and Chaos Knights and all those sort of things. Yeah, I like that. Would you like to play as Nagash? I'm sure it'd be fun, yeah. I mean, I bet you that's going to happen. Vampire counts haven't gotten updated in like 100 years, but they're still good. They got like an FLC update in Warhammer 2, which gave them like Bloodline Lords and a bunch of stuff. They have a pretty dense roster, all things considered. Will we have some Company of Heroes this week? Yeah, probably. Probably. Maybe tomorrow even we'll do a Company of Heroes stream. But today it is the dreaded Vampire counts, and we are here on Proving Grounds. Evening from the Netherlands. How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well. For the Elector and Count Chocula. There's technically some Elector count status with the Vampire counts, right? Isn't one of them kind of an Elector count? There's some strange machinations there. You guys would probably know the lore a little bit better than I. Wookiee isn't covering Vlad's name. It's all good, you know. Even if your opponent knows Vlad's coming, it doesn't really change much because he's not like, he's more of an anchor piece. You just slap him on an objective and you're just cackling. I'm not necessarily going for a build that's going to like annihilate the Chaos Dwarves. It's more like I'm going to try and just tarp it and hold and do all that kind of stuff. Vlad is technically, okay, there you go. Vlad wants to be, got it. Razor, hey Turin. Took a long break from Warhammer PvP, but I recently started watching again. Hey, welcome back. Join us, brother. All right. So pretty straightforward here. We have a fair amount of Graveguard, and we got some zombies. Zombie. And they're going to be waddling up to the point, so we're going to contest the 2 points here. Chaos Dwarves for sure going to be playing the outside, but I can't just play this point here, right? I need to get a corpse cart there. That's going to be fine. And then we'll send the more independent zombies over here on this side, and we're going to try and tarp at all the objectives. We should have the objective advantage against the Chaos Dwarves for sure. Like my troops on the ground are definitely a lot better. So Vlad's going to go here, and we'll get the double White Kings to go with the other unit. So we're going to kind of split up our army. Get a corpse cart to go with those guys too, because it provides healing and, you know, combat stats. The Vigor Mortis is good. 5 and 5 and also gives you Vigor, and then you get the Unholy Lodestone, which gives passive healing. It's very little, but it's still not bad. So, cool. So we do this. We just have our 2 big bricks, and as far as Collins, we got Crypt Horrors, we got Vargheists, some Hounds. I always like Feasters in the Dusk. They're very fun. But my opponent is going to be setting up here. Hopefully we don't get wrecked too badly. Hopefully we get the dub in our first game. That would be a good start. I think he's ready, so good luck. Did he say he's ready? I think he is. 212. All right, let's see what the dreaded Jack has got. So we're going to start this one. Do this, lock our groups, and now we waddle up. Yeah, nice. He's got the skirmishers, and it looks like a pretty competitive Chaos Dwarf army. Yeah, he's got the Deathshrieker, got a lot of little goblins and laborers and things like that. And Deathshrieker on this map is really freaking good. It's really good. So he's going to get the objectives out of the gates. As far as like sneaky I can do, I could try and like get some Fellbats around the outside of the map just to be kind of trolly. That's kind of a fun idea. It's a little bit too early for that. He's going to see it coming. And yeah, it's going to be tricky. All right, so he's got the objective. And we're going to waddle up. We could probably just waddle to the middle objective and just send a single one of these. Do we have 3 Graveguard over here? We can get you and have you guys go to the objective there. So we're going to put you in 3. And then the rest of you guys can just waddle to the middle. We're just going to have to eat that Bale Taurus like a champ. He's just going to give it to us. So there's not too many choices here. All right, so let's go sneaky here. See if we can get around the outside. And now we're getting shot. I mean, Vlad can fight this beast. It's not going to be great. But if he does dive, it's going to be a breath attack here probably. I brought one to death to deal with elite Chowie infantry because they're pretty good against vampire counts actually. So we're going to waddle to that point. You guys are waddling to this point, and we're taking our sweet time to get there. So unfortunately, we are going to be triple capped out of the gates. And we got you in group 4, so let's get you up here. Oh, hello. Nope, you are going to go up here. Yes. And you guys go up there. All right. So we're going to see what we can get done. Maybe he goes after the corpse cart. I can call in some... probably some Crypt Horrors wouldn't be a bad idea. Just get some mass up there to help like tarp at the monster. We've arrived. The corpse cart is probably a very juicy target. I can use Bringers of Beguilement on him if need be. All right, so we're about to arrive. The Deathshrieker is here, and it's going after the Graveguard. No, it's shooting at zombies out of the gates, so that's fine. Let's get some Crypt Horrors up there, and I'm hoping that I can go like MI6 Spec Ops back here. I'm going to throw a bit of a red herring in there right now. I'm just going to get some Fellbats and run them straight across the map so he just thinks that, you know, that's that. So let's get you here. Let's get you here. My opponent has a little bit of lag. It's all good, though. All good in the neighborhood. So we're going to waddle up, and we're going to waddle up here. And you guys are going to get that. All right. So far, so good. Corpse Cart is going to get blasted. I do have Winds of Death. That's pretty much it. Zombies versus goblins. You got to love it. And are those the Grave Guard? They are the Grave Guard. So we can resurrect them here, but they are on fire. So we should probably try and wait for that to subside. And now, unfortunately, he does head us off. So he was paying attention. Yeah, damn shame. Well, anyways, we get the cap here. We're going to get this cap here as well. And we got the double White Kings there. So now we know what needs to be done, right? We just got to hold. So we're going to get these guys all sauced up, and let's go ahead and get more. We might win that fight. The Fellbats are just going straight across, so they might actually make it, believe it or not. And we are getting roasted pretty good on some of these fronts, but we do get the heal off on the Grave Guard with Grey Opens here. On the side point, we're pretty close to capturing this one. We just got to get through these Goblin Laborers, and is Dire Pack going to win that fight? Maybe. Maybe so. All right, let's go jump on the Death Streaker there, try and tie it down, and we need to call in more Cryptors now, because the Baletor's character is eventually going to land. And that's going to be frightening. All right. So you guys jump up. Let's get the Corpse Cart going there as well. And we've gotten the Fellbats on top. And what are these going to be? They're going to be Hobgoblins. It's fine, though. Yeah, we actually ended up winning that fight there, which is nice. So we do win that flank engagement. And now we got the triple cap on him. So at this point, it's just it's basically just a holding game. We just got to hold for as long as humanly possible and make it very difficult. And I don't think he's killing stuff quite quick enough to get through us. We got the Fellbats trundling over there, and we can hide you guys in the trees for now, but he's got to see this, right? But anyways, I think every second we can keep those guys offline is a huge win for us. All right, so what do we got here? We have some Blazing Beards of Basharik. All right, so let's get our Haggard Mouth-Breathing Blob in there, and we're very bunched up, so we might need a big overcasted Invo right there. And aside from this, let's get a couple Skeleton Spears just for bodies and capture weight. It's not much, but it's something. And you guys need to waddle back to the point here. Looking fine. Now, Vlad is going to go ahead and try and get a Winds of Death on these guys. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Yeah. Man, it must be some issue in my settings. Is that cast even going to go off? Yeah, that's a shame. Shit like that can cost me the game. So it's a setting with my mouse where it's like double-clicking on accident before I get to do it. Man, we'll see if it ends up mattering, but it's all good. Death Streakers have been tied down. We got the triple cap on the points, and that's going to hurt us really bad. The Winds of Death still ended up hitting him, which is pretty funny, but it wasn't quite as much as we wanted. All right. Okay, so those guys are getting shot. We need to pull back to the point a little bit. Let's pull back to the point. These Cryptors are a little bit overkill here, so we need to send them there. And how much do we have? We have enough for some doggos, but there's not really much worth chasing down, to be completely honest. So we're pulling back to the point. Damn. Yeah, it's something's up with my mouse. I've been experimenting that, or not experiencing that is what I meant to say. It's so annoying. That would have been like a guaranteed kill too on those Blazing Beards. Okay. So pulling back here. Let's get back to the objective. No, we need to get you guys out of your control group. So let's do that and gather up. And we got the Cryptors running across. They should help. The Chowie are fighting hard on this point, but hopefully the grind will kick in and we can do all right. Let's get another Cryptor coming up. A couple skeletons are here. And the Chaos Dwarves have a little bit left, but not too much. Yeah, no, it's my mouse. It's an issue with my mouse, yeah. All right, so how are we looking? Yeah, Cryptors arrived. They're pounding the Goblin Laborers, and we might need to get a little bit of speedy capture weight up here, so maybe getting a Hound unit would be good. Currently, we're getting farm for value pretty hard. Come on. Okay, do this. It makes me think maybe going for like a Blood Dragon Lord would be the right play, right? Like someone who's more combat heavy to try and contest this stuff instead of just eating it, but I could be wrong. Well, let's get back to the point here. We are at 400. We're going to get on the Chaos Dwarves here, and this blob is looking pretty healthy. I think the best bet is just going to be Vlad overcasting a big heal on that blob there. All right, so that's going to be good. He's trying to time a Winds of Death right here, so let's get you guys back like so, and Chad von Karstein is going to do this, and the Burning Head is going to miss there, which is good. A couple Graveguard on the way over here as well, and there they go. All right, so we've reclaimed this objective. We have the capture dogs. And these are just Chorf Warriors, which Cryptor should wreck pretty badly. We're going to sneak some doggos back here and see if we can like maybe get on his artillery. If he, stop paying attention for a minute. And if we can hold that point, that would be pretty fat. Now, as far as this goes on the other side, Dire Pack time, let's see if we can like go like straight across there. And you guys, oh, those are Spear Riders. Okay, so we need to pull back right now. We don't want any of that. Yeah, we don't want any of that. Let's retreat back, see if they can do it. And Vlad is still tanking over here like an absolute Chad. Let's go ahead and debuff you. And Vlad, we don't really need to use his ring, so we'll pull you guys back and across. And what are these? Sneaky gets? Okay. So we're just going to keep these doggos here for capture weight for now. We do get a Graveguard unit that arrives, so that's going to make it a lot harder for him to take it. We do maintain the capture weight. And the Dire Pack is going to scream through the trees here. Hopefully he's not watching, but it probably is. And yeah, we're holding on to the point. I mean, a lot of the Chowie warriors are going down here. So let's pull some Cryptors and take this fight versus these guys. I think that's going to be okay. We do have that Corpse Cart and tons of healing also. Now the Grave Guard have arrived, so let's get the Grave Guard over here and sneak you through there. It looks like there is going to be some blunderbusses, so we're going to get some bats, fly them out there, and keep sneaking through the trees. What is this? This is going to be Bull Centaurs with great weapons. All right. So for now, we can attack into you. We're going to go ahead and sneak over there. He shouldn't have the money to really stop us for now. We are eating a lot of shots here, but let's go ahead and pile into this fight and get our blob going there. As expected, vampire counts are down on value, but it's not a huge deal. We do lose the middle, which is unfortunate, but we are going to get one of those Death Shriekers offline, which is great. And we do have another Fellbat coming in to help out versus the blunderbusses, so that's going to be the play. Vlad probably just saving for Invo is going to be a bit of a better play here. So we're going to go ahead and Invo those, and we can move forward. And we do manage to get onto one of the Death Shriekers, which is great. So that's a big play for us. Chad Von Carstein's hanging in there. We're going to get some bats coming. Hopefully he doesn't manage to stop them. And up in the middle, as far as Collins go, we can do some zombies, and we can also do we can do some Graveguard too. Yeah. So we'll get some Graveguard rolling up to the middle, and we do get the bats on top of the blunderbusses, which is really not good for him. And the doggos do manage to kill one of the artilleries. Yeah, we do get one Death Shrieker offline, which is a nice little catch for us. So it's going to come down to objective Helm's Deeping. We just need to get to a triple cap situation where he can't really push through all the mass. We do have the capture weight advantage here now, and I need to get some dogs up there probably. It would have been better to maybe get some hounds. These zombies just chilling out. Bats are doing good there. Vlad, we could pop his ring if we need to, but I don't think we need to. We do break his infantry in that position, which is good. So currently as it stands, he has like no cap weight there in the middle. Do we want to get more bats? The blunderbusses are going to be free soon, so let's get some dogs actually. Send them up this way. As far as the side point goes, does he really have the capture weight advantage here? I don't think so, right? We still have two White Kings there. I didn't bring Scab's Graith in this matchup. Didn't think I would need it. But even still, yeah, it's working. All right, so these guys are going to keep cruising for a bruising, and we do manage to stabilize on the side point. We have a couple Cryptors left. So let's go to the middle point here with you guys. You guys fight. Yeah, he's diving onto the point. A bit of desperation there, which is a good sign for us. We need to get you guys to attack here. Vlad and company are going to waddle, and you guys, we take you out of the control group, and we just waddle this way with everything. Okay, why is this? There we go. All right, we can leave like we can leave something here, like the Sternsman or something. Yeah, I think that's going to be enough. So we do manage to catch some of these guys, and cool. So we're fighting. It looks like there's some Bull Centaurs going for the outside point, which is fine. If I can reclaim the middle, we're gonna be a-okay. All right, so let's do this. Vlad's going to attack here, and nothing really worth using Winds of Death on, that's for damn sure. And Sternsman should be able to cut apart these laborers, and now you guys will head to the middle. So yeah, there's going to be some capture coming on the other side. It's definitely a triple cap situation, but yeah, I don't know. It's getting a little dodgy. All right, let's get on these guys, and we could do a Winds of Death. It's, yeah, I think I want to wait and maybe save it for some healing. I'm not sure. So you guys arrive. We do get onto the blunderbusses, and this is going to be another Chaos Dwarf Warrior unit here. Outside objective's going to get taken from us. And let's move up. All right, so yeah, we do get on top of the guns. You guys are going to arrive, and you guys are going to arrive. The Grave Guard are doing great, so let's get those Chaos Dwarf Warriors right here. And I guess we just got to keep monster mashing and taking down this point here, right? So let's go ahead and get some Cryptors moving up. They're really good here. They've been performing extremely well this entire game. Sorry for the lag. It's nothing I can really do about it. Let's get back on the point here. We don't want to risk losing that. Graveguard don't care too much about Burning Head, but still probably worth trying to dodge a little bit. Although at this point, I don't think we have too much of a choice. We got to move through. All right, so let's see if we can get the Burning, or the Vortex. Now, they're not lined up. The way they are is like, okay, that might actually be an okay one. Yeah, that might be an okay one there. We're going to try it out. So we're going to move up. We're going to get that capture weight. We got the dogs, the big bad dogs, and let's get them up here to come help out. We do make contact with the Blazing Beards. Let's go ahead and close the distance on those. We got the side point, so we are going to get the double cap once again. And then we just gotta hunker down in the middle, really. Yeah, Vlad might be able to do it. He's pretty Chad. These are both Centaur renders with great weapons, so they're not going to be very good against the vampire units. And the side objective is still just kind of going up in our favor, ever so slightly. Let's get some of these guys heading that way. And the White Kings could definitely make a play for that side if we want to. We're going to have another Hound unit. Oh, great, they weren't moving. All right, so what's it going to be? We have the point, but he's going to be crashing down with a lot of stuff right now, which is going to be very dodgy. We need to probably get on those blunderbusses so they don't shoot. Those are the Granite Guard. They're no mere blunderbusses. This is where I kind of regret not having frickin' a lot of missiles. Not missiles, but summons. Like, zombie summons would be pretty good here for sure. All right, so let's get you guys and you guys and you guys, and we just need to start waddling towards objective number 3 here. And basically just fight in the middle for as long as is humanly possible, right? These are both Centaur renders. Okay, so let's get back this way. I think we've lost this game. I didn't play very well, and missing that Burning Head sucked, but it wasn't the reason we're potentially losing this, right? Yeah, the Bull Centaurs are fighting. We got the renders getting at it, and we need to make sure we don't lose this point. So we're going to just Helm's Deep over here. And we should have some doggos we can call in and or bats. Yeah, dogs will be ready in a second. So we're going to move back towards the objective. Yeah, big bad situation. My freaking Cryptors here are getting pounded by something. All right, let's get some dogs here. Let's pull them around the back of the goblins. Vlad is still fighting on this middle point pretty well. We could use the Master of Beguilement to anchor those guys down. We do have a Winds of Death, but I don't know if it's even worth it. Can we reach you guys? Oh, we actually can reach those guys. That's nice. All right. So up to the point we go. We do get our blob, and we do have the Cryptor advantage. Okay, so let's keep waddling here. And get you guys up. Yes. I mean, is there any way we could work something out? I don't know, man. I felt like my build was really bad. I think I need to contest the monster fight. Just like letting him run around with that huge beast is not good. All right, so we got the capture weight here. I don't think Vlad is in danger of dying. Can I click this? Oh my god, the lag is real. Yeah, Vlad's tanking it like an absolute champ, which is good. And we do manage to get the capture weight. We rear charge some of the sneaky gets, and we rout a bunch of those guys off. We would need to hold for a while. Are these zombies even moving that way? I don't know if they are. Probably saving up for a double doggo cap and trying to ninja the side and like to maybe get a double cap on him in the 4th quarter would be really good. If Vlad can just occupy his lord for a while, that's really good because it keeps the lord away from this fight, which is, you know, the big play, right? Let's get these skeleton spears right there. We have the 2 White Kings, which are just absolute chads fighting. I mean, maybe we can pull something out here. Maybe it's possible. Summoning the zombies was probably a mistake. I don't think they're going to make it, so... Oh my god, the lag! Oh, it's so bad! Alright, let's get some battle doggos. They're going to be good against a lot of the skirmisher units he's making. And what does he have coming in? A lot of laborers. The Death Shrieker hits. Doesn't really do a whole lot, which is good. And we got skeleton spears here, so let's form ranks and get this. I guess we just hunker down on this point, you know. Vlad is raid bossing it here. This is what Vlad's supposed to do. He's healing capped, so he can't invo himself. It's unfortunate, but he's trying his best. And we do have the battle doggos coming up soon. All right. So does Vlad try and make it to that point, or does he fight? I think Vlad fights. Problem is when he dies, there's going to be a lot of crumbling. Von Karstein ring's on cooldown too, so that's too bad. All right, so let's keep pushing these guys off. Let's get the battle doggos to go here. We can go on the Granite Guard, actually. Maybe. Okay, he's going to be ignoring Vlad now, which is good for us. So we can actually get some dogs to go help Vlad capture this. And that would be pretty strong, potentially. All right, so we get you guys here, you guys here, you guys here. And you guys can park on the outside of the objective to buy a little bit of time. We are getting that bump and grind going. The Oglacon's boys are here, so let's get the Dire Pack moving in there to fight. And Vlad, is he going to be able to get through this? Ah, it is a Bull Centaur render. Shit. Yeah, we're not going to be able to get through that. So a bit of a mistake. I thought that was like a crappy unit, but it wasn't. All right, Dire Pack, keep duking it out. How are we doing on capture weight? The Chaos Dwarves are almost routed off the point, so we just need to keep that going. And maybe we get a route here. Maybe. If those doggos can do work. We got 4 capture weight coming right now. Not much is going to get here quickly. We're going to start crumbling. Close-ish game, but I think he's just barely got this one in the bag. Yeah, because the Vlad getting killed there is pretty clutch for him. That's very, very clutch. Okay, a lot of laborers are on their way. Is there anything I can do to be sneaky and get another side point? I don't think so. I don't think so. We're going to get you guys on. And we do get the dog to capture. Granite Guard, zombies. I think he's got it. Well played, man. Well played. Yeah, I don't know how to play Vampire Counts. It's very clear here. Okay, so what do we do? Do we do something speedy? Do we have something speedy? We do have a little something, right? So we can do this to try and be sneaky. And then, I mean, as janky as this is, we get 2 zombies to start waddling over there. Maybe they'll make it there before the battle's over. And we just keep fighting here. You know, we have a little bit of time to fight, so that's good. And you can see our Corpse Cart Blob is doing well. Okay. Let's get 1 zombie to go battle the Granite Guard, and you guys go up here. So the Feasters and the Dusk are pretty high capture weight. Maybe we can weasel something out here. Maybe. There is going to be a call-in of Orc Laborers, which hopefully my Goblins will be able to fight. We'll have to see. Oh, yeah, Granite Guard they're pretty awesome. The fact that they're so durable in melee, too, makes them a pretty respectable threat. Oh, man, if I had some dogs, too, some capture doggos, that would be really nice, but sadly I do not. So we're still in a triple cap situation for now. Maybe like a Vargeist unit to help me maintain it. Do I still have the White Kings fighting over here? I do have the White Kings and the Corpse Cart, so that's good. A couple zombies still hanging in there, too. Well, now, what's fast I can call in? Maybe some Cryptors. They're just like fast units. So we'll get up there. We got the Feasters in the Dusk. Maybe the zombies will arrive in time. I think the zombies, I need to be a little bit better about like how I'm using them. All right, so we got the capture. He's probably going to be responding with mass mobility here soon. And yeah, we got the 2 White Kings fighting, so it is occupying his big character. Stranger things have happened, you know. We have a capture weight advantage there for sure. And good, now we can get some doggos, and we can just start getting over there. I need to make sure it's still a triple cap situation. That's big. So Feasters in the Dusk are going to kill those Orc Laborers. They're going to feast in the dusk, as you would expect. And it's going to take them a minute to get over here with everything, right? You can see he's starting to sprint over with some units, but we need to keep the White King pressure up here to keep him on that objective. And the Feasters in the Dusk have almost cleared that one off. Almost. All right, so zombies are coming. We need to get this quick. Like real quick like. And then maybe, what do we call in? Probably just like Hound Spam from there. Orc Laborers, we need them to break and get off the objective. We got you. We got the dogs coming. And what else can I get? Dire Pack will be really nice because he's sending all his like mobility over here. All right, so they're routed off the point, and we're going to get our dogs there. Feasters in the Dusk will also feast on their souls, which is good. And then we got some Crypt Horrors. Okay. Maybe we can swing something here, because he's really out of position with a lot of these units, although those are the Blazing Beards of Basharik. They're no joke. All right, so call-ins are going to be probably just more dogs, but we need Dire Pack, so I think it's worth saving up for them. And we route those guys off. Value is actually getting kind of close, which is funny, considering. All right, his big lord's coming over because he's pissed. And we got the Dire Pack on the way, so Dire Pack will be awesome. So we do get that objective, and we're still in a winning situation here, for sure. Blazing Beards of Basharik, yeah, those are going to be probably pretty doable. So we just get you guys on the Bull Centaurs, and you get on the Bull Centaurs. And then we take these doggos, and we go, like, roadblock these guys for as long as possible. And we can send Feasters in the Dusk to roadblock them, too. I think that's going to be a good idea. All right, so what else can we get here quickly? I mean, Skeleton Spears aren't going to make it in time, so I think that's pointless. Feasters in the Dusk, we're blocking those guys up. And yeah, you know what? Are we going to be able to weasel something out here? Maybe so? Maybe so. I don't know. Let's get some more dogs. Who let the dogs out? Find out today. All right, Blazing Beards of Basharik are going to be arriving soon. We only need to hold a little bit longer. He's got a lot of reinforcements coming over, but the Granite Guard are still ways away, and we do have that blob with the Crypt Horrors in it. Blazing Beards, he stopped moving them. He didn't notice that they were routed, so that's really good for us. And the Hobgoblins here are getting chewed down. We have another dog unit coming in, so where do we want to intercept? Blazing Beards are on their way again. So I think we just are spamming mobility. The only other thing we can do, maybe, yeah, bats. We just need to get things here. Nothing else will reach the point before the game's over, so we just need bats to tie down his advancing units. Okay, so they're off the point. You guys can hold them off the point as well. Oh, hold! Hold! 4 Count Chocula! Oh, Jesus! All right. Sweet baby Jesus! All right, do we have the bats coming? We do. All right, bats just intercept. Just keep them off the point. Bats for the Bat God. Bats for the Bat Throne! We did it! We won! Woo, let's go. Still got it. Oh, man. Holy shit. Everything went so bad. Everything went so badly that game. Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, the strategy worked. Yeah, it worked. Sort of. I don't know. The dogs did good. 2,900 on the Dire Pack. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Death Shrieks did good. No problem. Yeah, easy one, right? Oh my God, that was a close game. He was really good. Yeah, he had good micro. GG, well played. Like the way he was like parking things on objectives and all that sort of stuff, man. Oh, dude. That was a rough one. Still got it, baby. I know. The Winds of Death thing almost cost us too. I need to figure that out. It's some weird setting. My computer has... It's double clicking my mouse randomly. Yeah. Great game sense to swap to the 3rd point. Yeah, it was the Feasters in the Dusk clutched it for me pretty hard. The fact that they were able to sneak up there without him seeing him was good. Evil vampire laugh. Evil. Dude, he played really well, man. He played really well. I have 15 total games and 6 of them are single faction. People do love Nurgle. Yeah, Nurgle's very popular. Plus, Nurgle's meta right now too, so... you're going to be running into a lot of that. All right. The Vampire Counts versus Chaos Dwarves. All right. So the whole build was like we sacrificed value to... But we actually caught up in value at the end of the game, which was interesting. Just because when the Chaos Dwarves are forced to fight you up close, it's pretty bad for them. Oh, man, that was a wild game. Cool build with counts is to take Manfred on foot and have infinite wins. Yeah, but Manfred will get killed very quickly by a Veiltor's character. Like, Vlad was a Chad. He tanked it very well. He got 1900 value too, all things considered. So that's not bad at all. He held in there. But yeah, my opponent's build was very good. It was very meta and very strong. Yeah, he pretty much had everything he needed. The only thing, yeah, Granite Guard 1600, not as much as you would think, but still good. I think you need some, the elite infantry are pretty good for Chaos Dwarves in this matchup. The Infernal Ironsworn with the blasting charges, they're awesome because they cut through a lot, but they do kind of struggle against Graveguard. But you have Deathshriekers to deal with those. Can you theorize a Nurgle build against dwarves? Sure. Yeah, I got you. Vlad was extremely Chad. He was. Yeah. My opponent was very good. He was a strong player. Hopefully he keeps playing. It doesn't drop out. I need the tiebreaker, baby. All right. So if you're playing Nurgle against dwarves, let's see. So I would probably go with double Exalted Hero on foot. That's very good because it helps you win the character fight. So you get those two. And then Festus is my go-to against dwarves. You want to go Fleshy and Rancid. So Rancid you use to snipe like Felix and the characters. So this is like your core right here. These like this hero squad, right? Now aside from this, you're going to probably want Pesties in reserve mostly. Yeah, like max out Pestigors. You're going to want some Marauders in the opening army with great weapons. You can actually use Plague Bearers against dwarves, but I think just like a couple armor checking warriors to lead the charge isn't necessarily a bad idea. But you could make these great weapons too. They're all like completely viable. You're going to max out on Furies, obviously. They're very good against dwarven shooting. A couple Hound units. And probably here we do this. We get double of you and a Nurgling. This would be my starting army. The two horsemen will keep gyrocopters honest, and they also give you good pressure on the objectives initially. Aside from this, against the Dowie, and we're assuming Thunderbarge is not in play, right? Because it's banned in most of our events anyway, so we're going to kind of keep that narrative going. One Chaos Knight is nice. Having one Chaos Knight late game against dwarves when things are chaotic is very strong. So I think one Chaos Knight is a good call, followed up by... probably Nurglings out of Vanguard, yeah, including these guys. Yeah, something like this. This would be a very formidable build against them. Yeah. The Rocket's friendly fire helps a lot too. Yeah. Settings, mouse options, additional double click speed. If it's on slow, it might be okay. I'll go check that out, Casimir. Let me look right now. So settings. All right, so I'm in settings. And you say mouse options, mouse settings, okay. Okay, I'm checking here. And you say mouse settings, if it's on slow, it might be why your mouse click is messing up. Additional mouse options. Okay, double click speed. Double click speed, the folder, test your settings. If the folder is not open, try using a slower setting. So how would I make it so it's not likely to do the double click thing? I have double click speed. If I put it on fast or slow, which one's going to be optimal? Let me know. It's weird. This is it's a decent mouse. I don't know, maybe some drama with it. I never used to do that, but yeah, something's up. All right, refreshing. How to beat Nurgle playing Nurgle? Oh, dude, that's just suffering. Thanks. Playing Nurgle has me crashing out. I'm trying to learn the faction. Nurgle's very good, but it's a playstyle you gotta get the hang of for sure. All right, so Klob the Troll is gonna get the buy round point, so I need to do that. Okay, it looks like somebody already took care of it for me, which is fun. Thank you. Yeah, fast. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna try it with fast and see if that helps. Let me load into a game here. We're gonna test this out real quick, boys. Hopefully you don't mind. Yeah, we'll take Vlad. Okay. Yeah, maybe the settings got bungled somewhere along the way. Could a Helman Gorst Deathblob work? Yeah, it could. Helman Gorst was pretty good for a while. In some matchups, you could bring him. Maybe against like Nurgle or something. I don't know. I just want to find an excuse to use Blood Knights today, man. I can't believe we won that first game. That was nuts. Do you have any plans for land battle tourney? Yeah, I do. I have some actually. Yeah. I know Anticity. Anticity actually played a lot of Dom in Warhammer 3. More than he played land battle from what I saw. Maybe he's switching now. Will you make a Blood Dragon Vampire army in this tournament? Probably so. Yeah, I don't see why not. All right, Vlad. let's get that Winds of Death. What is it, 15? Okay, here we go. And the next round should be ready in a moment. Yeah, see how it double-clicked there? I didn't double-click. Okay, it's something with my mouse. I have another backup mouse here. Maybe I should switch to it. Yeah, I'm going to do that real quick. Hold on. But this one's all worn in, you know? It's good, but I might need to just switch. Well, if I pick something with Winds of Death, I'm going to switch because, yeah, this mouse is a little bit easier to click than my other one. Overrunning the trigger, yeah. Build compressed air into the front of the mouse. Yeah, I did that the other day. I did it the other day. All right, so let me check on Old Total Tavern, and let's take a look at the stats for the season as well and see how everything's kind of sitting. So we're going to go over here, and we will take a look. So as far as the first round goes, we're having our victors emerge. Charix, Hippo, Hadri, Subutai, Leechlord, myself, Ulrich, Chromosumo, Harrison. Yeah, a lot of winners here in round one. And we should almost be done with the round. It looks like there's only a couple left to play. So Razor, Prime, Lahoot, Iskander, Ozek Armin, and Maverick Sloth are going to be our last players playing here. So looking at stats, Vampire counts are doing pretty good. They have a solid win rate, but their games are like I could individually ruin the Vampire count win rate right now by just losing all my games, right? So I wouldn't really put too much credence in this little amount of games. But it looks like they do well against Lizardmen, which is weird. I always felt Lizards were favored. Skaven, no surprise. They shouldn't beat Empire, though. This is Empire players misplaying. Whoever was played in these games was probably newer. Typically, Empire is like a 70-30 matchup favored for the Empire, in my opinion. I usually crush Vampire counts on the Empire nowadays. It's like a brutal crushing. So that's a bit weird. Grand Cathay, I can see them winning. Khorne, I can see them winning. Nurgle, I can see that. Chaos Dwarves, they don't have a lot of data. Like, they haven't been played in a lot of games. So really, we can't draw too many conclusions. I think they're one of the least played factions, right? Like, I'm looking here. Who has been played less than the Vampire counts? They have a total of 60 games played. Yeah, no, Vampire counts are the least played faction with Vampire Coast. Interesting. Vampire is not too popular right now. But honestly, I feel like they got some tools. Yeah. Yeah, the mouse switch tends to die and double click on their own. Yeah, it does. Sounds good, Son. I'll check it out. Yeah, Coast is kind of in the pits, for sure. Vampire counts are way better than Coast, because Vampire counts have a decent matchup against some of the melee factions. But they probably struggle against some range, I think. Depends on the maps, too. The maps and domination are a big variable in the meta, whereas in land battle, it's a little bit less so. It does matter. Some maps are still bigger and smaller, but I remember in the land battle days, it was mostly just like open maps with like a little bit of terrain. Can you show an Empire build versus Vampires? Sure. There's a whole bunch of what directions you can take it. But typically, it's just, you know, you're using your mobility, and I'll do it. Remind me in between the next game, because we're about to start our next round right now. It's very, very close. Strigoi Vampire Lord on a Terror Goose. Yeah, he's pretty good. You know, honestly, you can do the Strigoi Vampire Lord on foot, too. So you go for the baldest of vampires here, and you make Strigoi. And you can go Invocation and Spirit Leech. It's a really strong kit. And then you have his claws and his passive healing. The Ghoul King of Ushoran. It's very good. He healing caps really quick, though. Really, really quick. But putting him on foot isn't bad. Like against dwarves, against anybody who's like melee centric, and you can also bring the Command of the Unliving, which gives you a ghoul summon. And if you overcast it, you can summon Crypt Ghouls, which is pretty rad. So, Gunhound said it's 2005, trying to make them popular. Can Morngulls be picked in multiplayer? Yeah, they're okay. Morngulls are good. So what top tier faction has the best chance of winning an SFT? It's kind of, since we banned Kislev, it's fair. I would say there's a handful of factions. Like, the last SFT was won by Khorne. The one before that was won by, I think it was like, was it Hadri's? Hadri's was playing Nurgle, yeah. So, I mean, we had Khorne, Nurgle, and then there was an Empire one. So a lot of factions are winning. Zeech has won a couple. Dwarves, I think, won one. Yeah, a lot. It's pretty healthy right now, honestly. There's a lot of factions doing well, which is fun to see. Yeah, Blood Dragon Lord he's a boss. He's very cool. He's very, very cool. No, that was a Dowie win. Was it Hadri's? Okay. Yeah, it was a Dowie win. I won with and Hadri's won with Slanesh before that. Yeah, I mean, come on. So we got one match finishing. They technically have another 4 minutes left. So let me message them. I love how the last player's name is Sloth. 4 minutes left. And Zek. 4 minutes. 4 minutes left. All right, so they should be done soon. Just checking to see. I've been pinged. And all right. Let's do it. Let's see what we got. What's it going to be? Yeah, Kislev is pretty broken. They can still lose because SFTs in the semis and finals are best of one, so Kislev could be caught off guard. But in terms of just consistency, Kislev's win rate is 70%, which is pretty broken. They're very unfair. Hopefully they'll get some heavy-handed nerfs. I know, like, I've been advocating for heavy nerfs on Kislev for a long time, and I've gotten a bit of pushback. People have been like, oh no, the faction's going to be unviable, you know, take it easy on them, and they just come back with a 70% win rate after a whole wave of nerfs, you know. They definitely need some heavy nerfs. Ghoul King is nice on Goose because more health to heal. Yeah, does he have, let's see what kind of an HP pool he has on the Goose. So if we go Strigoi King... The Von Karstein guy is cool too. He can summon a Manticore, which is, or a Vargulf, which is rad, but he also has the Storm of the Night. So if you're expecting a flying opponent, you can go Storm of the Night and lock down flying enemy characters, which is pretty rad. 8,300 HP, not bad. Not bad. Necrarch, what the hell does a Necrarch? Why are zombie dragons only have 7,000 HP? That is crazy. What the hell? It seems like so little. Dark Protection, yeah, that one gives you melee defense and ward save. See, I don't even know what all this stuff does. The Lamian Lord's pretty good. It has some shadow magic. Yeah. Lightning Reflexes and Seduction are both good abilities too, so getting the ward save and then debuffing your opponents in an AoE is nice. The Blood Dragon's the Giga Chad though. He's got the Helm of Discord. He's going to be sending those fat notifications your way. Yeah, Kislev has no weaknesses. They have no weaknesses. They just need cost increases. Like if we're looking at Kislev, I would just cost increase most of their stuff. That's really, really strong. I mean, like for an Armored Kossar is an insanely good unit. Honestly, they should be like 800 gold or 750 at least. The buff they gave to the cavalry, you need to probably buff Griffin Legion to be more expensive too by like 100 gold. They didn't get a cost increase with the buffs, whereas Winged Lancers did. Little Grom needs to lose its anti-large 100%. I would even nerf Little Grom's range down to 380. Like make it the same range as like a Magma Cannon or something. Yeah, they need a lot of nerfs. They need a lot of nerfs, ladies and gentlemen. All right, so let's see where we're at with those two players. They're taking their sweet time. They still have about a minute left before I advance the round. Having a mortal army that has all the benefits of undead without crumbling. Yeah, it's a great way of describing them, to be honest. Yeah, it'd be cool, man. It'd be cool. So looking at the SFT here. Sorry for the delay. It's the nature of the beast. And looks like they're done. Cool. So we will advance the Swiss to the next round. Let's advance it, baby. Hippocav. Bretonnian Hippocav are pretty good. Yeah, they're good units. All right, so let's get this going and tag the goblins. I have my opponent for the next round, and let's see if we can get the dub. All right, so that's got to be announcements. Here we go. Next round is live. Yes, rise champions, rise. All right, so let's get into a lobby, set this up, and here we go. And find you, and we can go to, I think it's, there you are. All right. Okay, so we got you, and what are the maps going to be? So I'm top of bracket, so I'm going to be banning the first map. We have Road to Talabheim, Crystal Lake, or Gates of Ekrend. I need to find out what my opponent's playing first, and we will. All right. Perfect, perfect. So when they're here, we will begin. Hopefully they're not AFK somewhere. Bring the Tithe. The Arwar Zombies. Nurgle Harpies, 1v1 Wild Riders are kind of a, yeah, they're a unit that needs buffs. They're just kind of, in tabletop, Wild Riders are like gods here. They're so good. They're really effective cavalry. Whereas in, yeah, in this game, they're a little bit tough. Howdy. Faction are you? Okay, just got to see what my buddy's playing here. Oh, we got Khorne. Okay, so it's going to be a bloodbath. I will ban. So Road to Talabheim is a pretty big map. So we got a Khorne versus Vampire Count matchup. All right. Well, everybody's going to be happy here. This is going to be fun. Zombie. Helman Gorst on the Gortys engine. The Brothers Gorst corpse card. Isn't it funny how haggard of a DLC he was? It's so funny. He can summon Graveguard, which is nice. And he does get the Unholy Lodestone, the Vigor Mortis, and a Mortis engine effect. But probably is a little bit vulnerable against like Scarbrand, right? It depends on the map. So we're playing on the Crystal Lake. All right, so we're on Crystal Lake, so it's more of a mobility-based battle. So if I blob on one objective, we're probably going to lose. So that ain't going to be the play. All right, so let's duke it. Let's have some fun. Let's get the army blocker up and see what we're going to be doing. All right, all right. It's just time. Yeah, Khorne does pretty good into vampire counts, I think. Although I think it's an evenish matchup, to be fair. If I had to give my assessment on that, I'm pretty sure it's an even one. So, Lord choices. Who do we want to bring? We obviously need to stay away from Marlon Scarbrando. He is going to be really frightening. So I think we get you. I think that's going to be fun. And as far as spells go, we can do a little bit of this. All right, looks good. Get you on the steed here and do that. All right. So for the rest of the army, this is definitely a Mortis engine matchup, if I'm not mistaken. Although I think we need to go more Chad. Let's actually go a little different here. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Honor or death. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, do that. Do this. Get him up on the beast. There we go. Yeah, the blob fight is good, but you also need to contest mobility here. It's not like a matchup. Khorne is quick, and Crystal Lake is a map that's pretty open, so they can play the objectives pretty well if they want to. All right, so let's do that. And we need to go ahead and bring, let's see. So we don't have any like ranged shenanigans. Okay. So obviously we need probably, no, Fellbats are just going to get wrecked by Fury. So probably just mostly Hound units. And then we can do this and this. And for the remainder of the core, let's go ahead and cut you and get this. All right, that looks like a pretty good little army to me. You need a better blocker. It's all right. This guy, he's not going to screen block me. It's fine. Or stream snipe me. I'm all good. So Bloodletters are very good. Very, very strong. Mortis Engine does work if you can protect it, is the big if of that. Cryptors I do like a lot here. And then we need to bring you and you. I think we're going to go pretty hard in the paint with these cool-ass units. And for reinforcements, yeah, Sternsman, the undead don't do magic damage, so it's not like they're going to trade super well into those. Feasters in the Dusk are a nice Vanguard piece to be able to ninja points, but they'll probably lose to most Khorne units for 800 gold. That's a pretty tall order for sure. We all know Kartoffel well. He's an honorable lad. I'm sure he's great. Yeah, I ain't stressing it. Choices. I mean, yeah, I do like the Graveguard. Is he going to get wild and bring like Khorne Chosen or something like that? That would be pretty crunk. Yeah, I really like these units here. I think they're super heavy metal, super cool. All right. Yeah, that looks okay to me. I think this is a doable build. What could he bring that would be frightening? Is this a Black Coach matchup? Maybe. Probably not. I probably need some Fellbats, although Fellbats get crushed by Khorne Horsemen. That's a bit of an issue, isn't it? The Khornate Horsemen are pretty menacing here. They for sure are. And I can't really contest the objectives out in the open too quickly. Tricky. Bring some overpowered skeletons? Yeah, that's the game plan, boys. We got the OP Skeletons of Doom. All right, let's get it. We're off to a good start today. We barely held on in game 1 to get the dub. Now we're loading into game 2, and let me make sure there's no admin drama. I don't think there is. Let me look around, and checking. Everything looks good. All right. Khorne Chosen. Yeah, Khorne Chosen are cool, and I didn't bring Winds of Death either. But I have a character that I think could feasibly deal with elite infantry, so I'm not too worried. Cryptors also trade pretty well into those. It's never a Black Coach matchup. It always is, dude. It always is. The Chad Konigstein Stalkers. I didn't bring those. Yeah, Bloodletters are extremely good. Mortis Engines can kind of trade with them. You know, it's an option. One sec, guys. Yeah, so they can kind of deal with them, but it's not perfect. Not perfect. It's being shut down for using the word crunk. Oh my god. Early 2000s were a hell of a time, man. Is Turin gonna win the tourney again? Oh yeah, I don't know. We'll see. It's possible. Maybe if I had played some games with Vampire counts, I'd feel more confident, but, you know, it's okay. Alrighty, so open field, Do I want open field fighting? So I could do the dreaded pencil formation, which is very funny. So we could do that to try and minimize the surface area that Khorne is going to get against us. You guys like the pencil? The forbidden no surface area? Alright, that looks good to me. Let's get a corpse cart there, and then we're going to get the Mortis engine. We got the Sternsman back here. We got a couple Cryptors as well. And then we got the Blood Dragon Lord, who's just super freaking cool. Some spears back there, and of course the Mortis engine of the gods. Alright. So I just need to keep the Mortis engine away from the throwing axes, is basically it. I have Raised Dead and Invocation. I figure Raised Dead will be good for keeping the expensive Khorne units tied up, is the plan. Yes. Rise, my deathless minions, rise! Alright, so we got what up on the points? Oh, it looks like it's just some happy doggos. Okay. So, Blood Dragon Lord versus Marlon Scarbrando. Okay. He can do okay. I need to, like, soften up Scarbrand with some other tools first. So these are going to be what? Hounds of the Flesh Hunt? Okay. So they're pretty good. They're a strong little unit. I'll go see if I can get any freebies on them right now. First call-in's going to be Blood Knights, because they're just my favorite unit in the Vampire counts, and they're actually good against Khorne. That is going to be Marauders of Khorne dual weapons. That makes sense. And Brutes of the Hound, too. That's pretty rad. Alright, so let's get the Mortis engine up. Maybe we can pick off a couple of these Hounds of the Flesh Hunt here, whatever the hell they're called, Blood Hunt. And we charge, and I'm hoping the fight will go well for the Blood Dragon Lord. Yeah, he does manage to kill a couple and force them off the objective, so my opponent is going to get back. So that's a nice little gimme right there. Scarbrand's coming down, though. I'm getting a little nervous. I'm starting to sweat bullets. My blob is not the quickest. And I do have breath attacks, a couple other things. Let's get the Mortis engine back as well. And, alright. Mortis, you guys waddle up there. I could do, like, a timing breath attack into them since they're running right at me. See if I can get lucky. Yeah, we might be able to get lucky here. Oh, yeah, let's get him. It was kind of ambitious. It was too ambitious. Yeah, it didn't quite do it. Alright. If he hadn't reacted, I would have killed a lot more. That's for damn sure, boy. Alright, so we can just take 2 zombies, put them in group 5, and go over here to grab this point with a Cryptor unit. Alright, so let's do this, and now everyone else needs to waddle up to this point here. Do this, keep the Mortis engine back, and as long as he's throwing axes into zombies, we don't really care. You know, we don't really care. So we're going to move you guys up in the point, and you guys can go after the Hound of the Blood Hunt. And I wonder if he's going to try and stuff me off the points, what his game plan's going to be. Alright, Mortis engine needs to waddle up. We're going to get the Cryptors back a little bit and juke with them. We got to be really, really cagey with our micro, but Scarbrand's on his way in. We got the Blood Knights coming, so you got to watch out. Blood Knights can definitely give Scarbrand a little bit of hurt. I hurt myself today. Alright, so let's keep waddling. We could do zombie summons here. Let's keep the Blood Knights out. I actually don't know how they would do against Scarbrand in a straight fight. I think it would be pretty good, for sure. So let's go here and see if he'll give us the fight. I seriously doubt he will, but we're gonna see if we can make it happen. Alright. So aside from that, let's get some more Cryptors and have them run up here. And we're going to try and get the fight versus Scarbrand. Uh-oh, he definitely doesn't want this fight. Yeah, so we're going to get you into the Hounds of the Blood Hunt, and we're going to get the Blood Knights to go into them also. So we're going to charge here. And that could be a little freebie right there, right? That could be a little something, something. We're going to try a breath attack here. Let's get the Mortis engine moving in. And we got the breath attack, which is good. Oh, that was a good one right there. That was really nice. Oh, yeah, okay. So let's be careful. Let's drop a zombie summon right there. And then we can go ahead and attack Scarbrand on our term. So we got the zombie summon, and then we're going to do this. We got the Mortis engine draining. Let's go ahead and keep that blob going. And we get in Helm of Discord and Heart Piercing, so let's pop all those buffs. And we can also do a heal on... Yeah, I'm going to get rampaged here, so I need to get out. We got our big Alpha Strike damage. You know, I'm going to call it a day from there. All right, so in the middle, the Mortis engine's doing great. The throwing axes are not attacking it, so that's really big. And we did manage to get in there and give Scarbrand a little bit of dirty, so that's good. And we'll get you guys in, and you guys in here and here. All right. Let's go ahead and attack, put you in 5, have you come up and help out. And we have the Blood Knights here. Blood Knights can loop across. Mortis Engine's draining a lot of units, which is really good for us. Scarbrand got smashed a little bit. Okay, he's going to take the fight here, maybe. Okay, we'll charge back with the Blood Knights, and then we need to go ahead and do a summon right there to try and help the boys out. Let's get on those horsemen and see if the Dire Pack can do it. All right, so they do get beat up, but we're going to go ahead and try and heal them and salvage those Blood Knights. Let's move in, attack here. We got a bunch of Coronate Furies being called in on the other side. Not a huge deal. Oh, but we do get Rampage. That's going to be a bit of hurt. That's going to hurt. I'm going to be the one singing Johnny Cash here in a second. All right, so the Rampage wore off. Blood Knights are still fighting. We're about to get Dire Pack in here, which is going to be very good. All right, so let's keep fighting. Looking good there. And I think I'm going to call in some Grave Guard just to get some sustainable infantry on the point. Cool. So he's got a couple of Furies lurking nearby. I don't know. Maybe he's waiting for a better target. Let's get the Mortis Engine back. Just need to keep that thing away. And it's getting a lot of damage in there, though. Scarbrand's taking a bit of a beating. We do manage to win that blob fight here, and here comes the Furies of the gods. All right, so let's get back. We need to heal our Blood Dragon Lord, and let's have all of you guys stay there, get you back, and the Mortis Engine needs to just circle away from threats, right? All right, so we're going to go ahead and do a big heal here in a second, so just got to wait for the Mortis Engine to get in range. All right, so that's in range. Let's do this, and we did get the heal, so let's get back up in the sky. Blood Knights are trying. It's a little bit dodgy, though. It's a little bit dodgy. Ooh, we got a little bit too close. I mean, Scarbrand here. We could attack him. Yeah, he's getting it. He's getting that booty. All right, let's get in and attack him. Might as well try and get some damage in there. All right, so other call-ins here. Do we still have the Dire Pack? We do. The Furies and company are battling it out. We do manage to stabilize the Mortis Engine, which is really big. And what are they throwing at? Yeah, they're throwing at the Mortis Engine here. So we are attacking. Scarbrand's in a little bit of danger here, actually. All right, do we have a heal coming off cooldown? We do. Let's drop a summon. Scarbrand comes in with the steel chair. He gets the hit. So we do drop a zombie summon to block these guys out, but probably not going to be enough. But Scarbrand is close to dying, and we do have a lot of Cryptors down here in the pits. Probably a second Blood Knight unit would be good. These ones are still going and killing Fury units, and we do see Scarbrand getting nibbled on pretty effectively. So probably going to be a little bit of witchcraft here. Breath attacks. These are mostly Coronate Marauders. So let's get the Dire Pack back. Let's get you back, and hopefully we can win this fight. Yeah, so we're up in the sky. Dire Pack is here. We need a Blood Knight unit, although the Vargheists could be a decent idea. And up in the sky, do we just fight it? Yeah, I guess we do. We could even land on the ground and force those Furies to follow us to the ground, and then we just attack them with the doggos and call it a day. Scarbrand's very low. We got a Blood Knight unit coming out, so let's get these boys ready to party. And cool, so we do win that fight pretty well. Let's get one unit of Cryptors in here and the other one up there. And Dire Pack is just going to be chilling. Let's see if we can squeak through, and we're going to go back up in the sky now. And attack these, and we can go ahead and try and get a breath attack on Scarbrand. If he just stands still, we're going to get a lot of work done on him here. All right, so the Blood Knights are still chasing those. And do we get the breath attack? Not quite. Okay, we do get Rampage down into the ground, which is unfortunate. Very well played. But Scarbrand's also very beat up, so maybe we can do something. I'm massively behind on points, but if I just kill Scarbrand, I could probably triple cap him, right? So from here, let's go ahead and get you. We can do this to just go nibble on these guys to keep them from coming back and helping. And the Blood Dragon Lord, he does have the Sword of Anti-Heroes. So let's go ahead and pop this. Oh, no. Okay, come on. Hold, buddy. Hold. So we're going to drop a zombie summon there. Let's get you here. We need the Time of Heroes right now. We need to be able to win this. All right. So Blood Knights are on their way in. Scarbrand's getting pretty beat up by the Blood Dragon Lord. Helm of Discord's going to debuff his stats pretty heavily. We all know the notifications of doom. And those Corn Horsemen should be dead in a matter of seconds. So let's move over there and try and threaten that point. The Chad Dragon Lord, he's doing very good. We got Scarbrand right where we want him. Let's get the Blood Knights. Let's see, where do we go? We have a pretty good hold on this position here. Let's get you guys to be unsummoned so we get you back in the pool. And I think we need to get back. I don't think we want to mess with that. Let's go run down these Marauders of Corn, threaten this side point, and we can get another dog there to threaten that point too. All right, so we're getting back a little bit. Scarbrand making a dangerous play here. He's actually coming back after my Vampire Lord. So let's do a big heal and make sure we refresh that charge, and then we can do that. All right, so you guys keep fighting it out on the point, and you go after Scarbrand. He's going to be all alone here, and we can get some doggos to come and maybe help out. Although we could just like feast on these guys. I think that's going to be the play. All right, so time is getting a little bit dodgy here. Let's get another unit up there. We need to keep some on that point, and Scarbrand is there. So let's actually just go win this point here. I think that's going to be the play. All right, Blood Knights, just run through these, and Collins, we can get the Vargheists next. I think that's going to be fine. Let's get the Fleshhounds. Let's get the Fleshhounds. The Blood Knights hammer through those Marauders. And if Scarbrand wants to come over here, he's going to get the wrath of those Blood Knights. Yeah. Oh, the Blood Knights are going to get on him. Nice. That's going to be really good. All right, so can we win that fight? I think so. And Collins next. What's it going to be? Probably the Vargeist Vanguard deployment is going to be the play. Yeah, they're pretty hard hitting. All right, so the Blood Knights are battling it out versus the Fleshhounds here. We do see Marlon Scarbrando come in. Let's go ahead and do the Heart Piercing. And let's do a zombie summon to screen out those cavalry there. And he does rampage us. I think it might be an okay rampage, especially with the Blood Knights winning this fight. So let's pull in. And we have you big boys coming in too. We need to win this fight against Scarbrand right now. We really do. Let's get on the Forsaken with all these units. You guys just bunch up and chill. We can go ahead and unsummon you to get you back in the pool. Come on, baby! Come on! Helm of Discord. All right, we're going down together here probably, but we're gonna go get a big overcasted invo. And I think that wins the game for us. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we just win. His army's basically dead in the water. All right, the Blood Knights have done it. They have done it. Yeah, Scarbrand's down for the count. That's definitely GG. As you can see, all he has left is a Forsaken. So that fight was like the straw that broke the camel's back. So we'll move over here, and yeah, it's gonna be it. Yeah, buddy, let's go. Woo, vampire counts. That was a scary one. I thought we were in danger when we lost that Mortis Engine. Blood Dragon Lord, he did well. Blood Knights were awesome. 1600 value, but they did have 2 lives, so... Oh no, that was the other one. Okay. So it did pay for itself just about. Nice, nice. The Dead rise. GG Kartoffel, well played, man. It was a really good match. Very scrappy. Very, very scrappy. I think you need 4 horsemen. 4 horsemen is the way. And more Minotaurs, maybe? Yeah, I'm not sure. I'd have to look at your build. All right. It was looking a little bit tough there for a while, but we managed to weasel our way in there. Kartoffel, a mighty opponent. He obviously had won his first round, so a worthy foe indeed. Yeah, the Blood Knights did good. I like the Blood Knights. They gave me a lot of agency on the battlefield, which was nice. All right, so I need to update you. Do this. So we got Vampire Counts versus Khorne, I think is what we just played, yes. Yeah, I don't know why Blood Knights are so expensive, but maybe it's the fact that they can be resurrected and they're unbreakable. There's a couple things they have going for them, which is quite nice. All right, so here we need to fix Dark Wolf. Dark Wolf currently needs a score adjustment, and then we should be good. Now the Mortis was fine. I made a big blunder with it. You know, it got 600-700 value and was healing my army, but I moved it in to Scarbrand's threat range, and my opponent just did a good job killing it. It was a misplay on my part. Like, if I had just kept it back and healed it, it would have been a huge problem for my opponent late game. All right, so looking cool. And what do we got? The dreaded Dark Wolf needs to get a point here, so we're going to give him a buy round point. And we should be good. Yeah, we were kind of cautious with our Lord, but he can fight. Like, Blood Dragons are very powerful fighters. They're very powerful. I mean, he hits hard. He's got pretty good combat stats. And his items, the Heart Piercing, gives you a shit ton of damage. And also Sword of Anti-Heroes and Helm of Discord. His Alpha Striking is good. I almost think the zombie summons are necessary. What other spells could we run? Maybe Von Hells? Like, running Von Hells on him just for 4 winds of magic to buff him up in combat, or to, like, buff a Blood Knight would probably be worth it. I think it would be. All right, so how are we looking? We got the dreaded Professor Pone here playing today as well. And yeah, it's going to be a hot minute before the next round. We finished our game pretty quick. It looks like only 3 matches have finished of the bunch. So we could probably do a land battle in between. Land battle. If anybody wants to play, just join. We'll do a quick land battle. Land battles are very fast, so we'll do one very quickly here. We got time to kill. I'm gonna go refill my water. I'll be right back, my friends. But anybody who wants to join, come party. a duel on our hands. I think we're going to play Vampire Coast. We need to give some love to our decrepit cousins. So here we go. Yeah, Blood Knights do have missile resist. That's true. Yeah. I wouldn't say they're the most cost-effective cavalry in the game, but they're pretty good. So yeah, we just need a challenger here. You would need to have the Total Tavern map pack in order to get in here, because we are on a modded version of the game. Let me check. See how the round's looking. If by some miracle we finish quickly here. Yeah, his name means the potato. Yeah, it does. Oh yeah, we still have a lot of games to finish. It's going to be nice and sweaty here today. All right, so it looks like we got a Nurgle champion. It was foreseen. Somebody probably I know playing under a different name. All right. You guys ready for the blocker of the gods? Here we go. Yes. Rise, blocker, rise. So this is... Tomb Kings. Okay, interesting. We got Tomb Kings versus Vampire Coast. The matchup I played a lot, actually, back in the day. Haven't played it in a hot minute, but yeah, it could be fun. It can definitely be fun. So we'll get a couple of you guys from here. Some deckhand mobs. Dickhand mobs. Yeah, this kind of comes down to... yeah, the archers can be problematic for sure. How hog wild do we want to get is the question. Oh, do we get like super hog wild and just like potentially throw the game? I don't know. I don't think so. I think we kind of play it smart here. Okay, so for you, that's not a bad Lore of Magic. That's right, there's no reinforcements here. So what you see is what you got. That's pretty much that. The Colossus would be cool, but it just dies so quick to archers and Ushapti Grapos and things like that. You really, really just get wrecked. All right, a couple Bados are always good and welcome. Get you guys. One of these. Probably need to bring a freaking Lord in this army if I can. Alright, so we will bring Invo and probably bring a little bit of this. Alright. So let's see, as far as what I have to protect my army. Does not look bad. I'm a little bit vulnerable against some things, but overall it should be fine. It's been laggy for you. Where do you live, Prime? What country are you in? It depends on your opponent. I mean, it's been laggy both games, so it's probably you then. Unless it was just one game. Good thing you changed playing Nurgle with his Zinch profile, yeah. Yeah, it's true. He's going to be on the old Tomb Kings here. I'm ready to go, though, man. You got to ready up foreseen. We don't have too much time. We got to hustle before the round finishes. Missed a huge Sword of Corn in my first match and missed 2 abilities in the second game now. Yeah, it's not that the multiplayer is bad, Prime. It's that the peer-to-peer connections are bad. Yeah. You just got to push through it. I mean, yeah, it depends on what region you are and where you're connecting, but I'm in Germany, so if I play West Coast, you know, the weird thing is though, Prime, I play against a ton of Germans and I don't usually have lag issues with them. Are you on Wi-Fi? If you are, it's your fault. You got to get off the Wi-Fi, dude. You got to get on the hardwired connection, baby. Yeah, no, you're definitely right though. That is one of my biggest laments about this game is the fact we don't have dedicated servers because it's so good. It's multiplayer is amazing. We just connection issues. Wait, why are you playing? So this isn't one of the tournament games, dudeness. This is just a in between for fun game. Yeah, we're 2-0 today. We've won both our matches. Yeah, and now we're just kind of playing it for fun game versus Mighty Tomb Kings player. Go, my mobs. Rise. Alright, cannons can be like right here. And right here. Mortars are also very good in this matchup. Count Noctilus is going to be rolling in the front. I'm going to get a Depth Guard polearm in the back to kind of protect things. And we'll get a couple halberds and halberds and halberds out on the sides. 2 and 3. You guys in group 2 and 3 and 4. So we'll get some doggos hiding in the trees. And the doggos are just there to ambush things, basically. And we'll keep the Morgulls back here to protect as well. So we're going to have 2 protection units, basically. And Felbats can just be sitting here and sitting over here. All right. If I play later around 3 a.m., it's fine. Yeah, so Prime, the issue might be is that your ISP is like throttling your internet during prime time. It's a really shitty practice that some internet providers do. I don't know about what it's like in Germany, but yeah, super annoying for sure. Okay, let's do this and this, and let's get the cannons going. So the cannons need to start shooting into, is that Cetra on foot? It is. So we just need to get the Screaming Beam Catapult. So we're just going to put one cannon on each one, and that should progressively win that for us over time. All right, so the bomber mobs are going to go and troll. We have the doggos in the trees with the bats with the fur. We have the Wraith Storm. If he doesn't have a lot of archers, we could definitely overwhelm him with these bomber bats. That's kind of the game plan here. And let's move up and protect, and move up and protect, and get our bats here. I don't know who wins between bats and carrion. But yeah, we're going to start getting shelled here. But he should lose his Screaming Skull catapults 100%. They should go down here. All right, so Wraith Storm, we want to work on the archers. So we're going to start working on the archers, as expected. And we do have some cavalry coming about face. So let's set you back here and you back here. And get our bomber mobs. Wraith Storm's being called down. These are Tomb Guard halberds, which I'm more than happy to farm. And yeah, you can see Wraith Storm does a shit ton of damage, actually. It's a pretty good spell against infantry. Or bound ability, I should say. All right, so yeah, you can see we get some good work done there. He's got a couple archers, but he doesn't have too many, so we're just going to retreat back right now. We're going to get Count Noctilus to use the Roth's Moondial on those archers. That's going to lock him down, and then we can just pull back in and do this. And let's get you zombies and pull back. Since we have the artillery advantage, there's no sense in really us advancing, right? Let's do this, and do that. And we get the bomber mobs getting in there. So now we just need to get the other archers. And we're going to be cackling all the way to the bank. So we're going to form ranks here. And Noctilus is going to go ahead and do a Pit of Shades on these other archers. And we're just going to bomber mob them. Because without the archers, my guys will feast. All right, so on the other side, it doesn't look like there's any pressure coming in. And we do get the Pit of Shades on those guys. So a lot of it here is just trying to get rid of his archer core. So one archer is going to be crumbling and dying. He should be attacking me with his carrion right now, but he might be a little bit overwhelmed with the micro and stuff. Cetra on horse. Okay, so we need to retreat back, and we're going to go ahead and invo Noctilus and just retreat. So now we just use our cannons to kind of slowly win the trading. We do get one of his horsemen there. And now, okay, we got some Sepulchral Stalkers. Interesting, interesting. So we're going to need the Depth Guard polearms to fight Cetra, probably. Because that's not going to be a good fight. Yeah, we're not going to win that. Cetra is a very, very powerful fighter. Although, I don't know, Noctilus is anti-large. He's still a big, scary vampire, so, you know, you never know. Stranger things have happened. We're obstructing one of our cannons. I'm so good at this game. And let's get you back. We need to just keep running from here. Let's go ahead and land on the ground and see if we can get a little bit of support, pull you over. And hopefully we can. All right, so we're retreating back. Let's do another Wraith Storm on the archer unit here. And we've landed on the ground. Let's see if the carrion are going to follow us to the ground. Okay, let's do this. And we can loop around the back of the army now. So let's get the Fellbat to go after this, and you to come here and here. And cool, so they have landed on the ground, so let's go ahead and swarm them here. Okay, let's do that, pull back. You guys chilling here, and let's get these bats over here to deal with these. Noctilus has successfully retreated back. And now we've got the carrion on the ground right where we want him. All right, Deccan mobs, doggos. The dogs can weasel through the army here, and now let's go ahead and switch our carronades onto the Sepulchral Stalkers. All right, so Cetra is pulled back. Our Death Guard are getting hunted a little bit, which feels bad, but it is what it is. And it looks like he's going to be attacking one of the carronades here, so let's get the zombies to come help out, and Noctilus can come help himself too. So let's get them up in the air. Death Guard need to retreat back. We've cleaned those guys out. Let's get the Fellbats going here. Let's pull you here, and now we can get some of the zombies engaging. So zombies engage, and zombies engage here. And let's go eviscerate the last of his anti-air and take that down too. Alrighty, so all is good in the realm. He's probably going to get this cannon here, which feels bad, but not much I can do about it. So for you, we want you up in the air. I could try and bomber mob these skeleton horsemen off. I could. The fighting is actually pretty pitched. I am up on value, but yeah, a little bit dangerous here. So let's do a Pit of Shades on the archer unit. Let's bombard you. If I can save at least one cannon, I'm going to be pretty happy. All right, so let's click on his banner here. We get the Pit of Shades on the archer. Probably going to be able to kill it. It's got a lot of halberds on the way in, but I still have ample ammo on my bombers. So let's go clean these guys up. Let's get these bats back here. Sepulchral Stalkers need to be shut down. And then we move there. Okay, how are the Depth Guard polearms doing, by the way? I think they're just grinding in the front. It's fine. All right, so he got one of my cannons, traded it for a skeleton horseman, which is a really good trade for him. Bomber mobs are clearing these guys out. And old Count Noctilus is still hanging in there like an absolute Chad. And let's go ahead and drop Roth's Moondial. I think we save it, actually. Wraithstorm on the Tomb Guard, though, is going to be sweet. And then we just start bombarding here. He doesn't have a lot of anti-air, so I think we can cackle pretty effectively now. We need to keep these Depth Guard alive. They're one of the few things I have that can actually like fight Cetra effectively. Fellbats here. Let's get you on the back and have you get on the Sepulchral Stalkers because they're killing my bomber mobs. I think we save for an overcasted Invo. So let's get these guys back and resurrect a bunch of them. Because I'm going to need the bomber mobs to get through the depth of his army, that's for sure. Alright, Cannon, yeah, stay on the Sepulchral Stalkers. And you guys, probably just 2 bats can swarm those things. They're going to struggle here, so we're going to bunch these guys up and get a big overcasted Invo. Alright, let's get you guys out of the way. Warngulfs can pile in and help. Noctilus should go fight because he has the hunger, so he's going to want that. And, is that going to get everyone? Okay, we need to get you guys, like, bunched up here. There we go. Okay, so the cannon is back online. We got the dogs defending, and, yeah, they're all over the Sepulchral Stalkers. Noctilus is going to get the big, juicy Invo now. We should be hitting everybody there, I think. Yeah, it's a little hard to tell. There we go. Perfect. So that's going to heal a ton of those guys up. Now we could just go balls deep on his units here. We could just start, you know, nuking these Tomb Guard down, and that's going to be very effective. The bats, I don't know if they're worth the sacrifice there, although they are doing some respectable damage for being a little tiny bat people. Okay, so we keep cruising here. That's going to be the Ushapti summon, so we need to block those up from getting to our cannon, so we're going to sacrifice the dogs, which is probably worth it. So yeah, they're gonna block the Ushapti pretty well. They have good enough mass. And then we can also drop the artillery and run, so we're going to get the crew and like try and waddle away from those things. Noctilus, yeah, Cetra could be a problem in the late game. If I don't have my Depth Guard alive, I need to get the Depth Guard back. I can't afford to lose them. Our last Invo probably should be used on the Depth Guard. Okay, so the cannon crew got away. The Ushapti summon disappeared, which is great. So let's move you guys back up. And you can see, yeah, bomber mobs are slowly kind of killing everything. Slowly getting her done. All right, let's get over here. Those guys are almost done for. He's going to be casting. Oh, that's Arkan. Oh my God, I did not get enough sleep last night. I legit thought that was Cetra the entire time. Oh, we got this one then. I'm not stressing it too much. Let's Invo, try and keep some of those guys alive. All right, we're chilling now. We're good. Get the cannon going. The bats have run out of ammo, but not before they kill a lot of Tomb Guard units. Let's get them back up in the sky. And how are we looking here? We do have the Roth's Moon Dial we could use. Let's just use that there to tar pit some of those guys. And yeah, we have a little bit of ammo left on some of the bombers, so we should use that on the Tomb Guard units. Oh my God, I'm such a potato today. All right, almost down. We got the 2 bats here. I'm going to keep them alive for army loss purposes. Depth Guard, get them into combat. Man, those Sepulchral Stalkers are doing work though, man. They're a problem. If that was Cetra, I would probably lose, but it's just Arkan, so I'm not as worried about our boy Arkan the Black here. Okay, let's get these. We got Noctilus living the hard knock life, and we got doggos swarming all over him there. That is going to be the end of the Eyes of the Desert. Yeah, he's scrap back value wise. I've probably done a lot more healing than him though, so it's probably not a great situation. Okay, the Depth Guard, have they stabilized? They're at -35. Yeah, not doing great. Thing is, Arkan would probably struggle to defeat even like a halberd unit. Plus, let alone Noctilus, right? Noctilus is pretty scary. Plus, he's still healing. Although he might have like Spirit Leeches and things like that. Let's get over here and do some crumbling with the doggos. Morgul's are still going strong. It's going to be a Spirit Leech on your boy. Depth Guard, unfortunately, are dying. And we got the Batman. Batman! Alright, so let's get around the back and swarm you here. Arkan with his awesome MLG summons. They're very good. Let's do that. Go after your boy Arkan. And let's go ahead and swarm these skeleton spearmen here. We'll get one of you guys to rear charge there and a couple of you guys to rear charge here. And now we just duke it out. We just get in there and fight. Last of the Tomb Guard are going to be crumbling. Tomb Kings are my main in tabletop. That's what I play in tabletop the most. They're very fun. Resurrecting things is always cool. And they have a lot of fun army abilities. That should crumble those skeletons. They're taking a lot of leadership problems. Yeah, this game's probably over, especially since we have another Invo. Just Invo up those Morgul's. Hopefully we can get them out of crumbling state. There should be a lot of healing. Yeah, they're at 3, and those guys all crumbled down. The Tomb Guard halberds looking like they need a little bit of milk here. And yeah, now we just chase this guy. Perfect. So let me check the rounds for the tournament. I'm going to refresh that real quick while we're doing this. Rise, my minions, rise. Go forth and prosper. He's probably out of Winds of Magic. Now, if this were a ladder game, he could run in circles and draw kite me, but thankfully it is not. I mean, he might still do that, but I don't think so. If he's hanging out with us here today, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, there's a 0% chance Arkin can kill all this. This is just way too much. He's gonna Spirit Leech Noctilus a little bit, which isn't a bad idea, but there's just so many units left. There's so many units, and Noctilus is somewhat resilient, although he's getting a little bit squishy here. He's scrapping with the old summons. He's scrapping. His last actual unit is going to be crumbling to dust here. And let's get the Mournguls. Have him move in. Noctilus. Maybe Noctilus can connect once or twice with Arkin and cause army losses. What, 700? And do we connect? He's at 3,000. He's got the Staff of Nagash. The skeletons are crumbling around him rather quickly. And is he going to try and run? I don't know. I have no idea. How are those skeletons still alive, by the way? Jeez. That my will be done, yeah. That's not bad at all. Did we connect? Okay, Arkin did take one little hit from something or other. We don't know what it was, per se. His skeleton summon should be gone in a couple seconds. It looks like he's going to actually get the kill on your boy. I don't know. Maybe he can weasel something out here. Who knows? I've had games with Arkin before where he's able to pull off victories like this. It's pretty insane. We forget something in the trees. Ah, the tactical reserves. Yes. Yes, rise. Alright, so Noctilus is dead. Could have some crumbling issues. Arkin is fully surrounded. Soon his skeletons will dissipate. He's maybe has more of them. I don't know if he does. I'm hoping the Mournguls will be able to carry this for me. Oh god, it's so haggard. Oh my god, kill him. Hey, kill him. He's equalized the balance of power now. Oh god, dude, oh god. Hey, you know, on the bright side, I have the tactical reserves coming, so that's great news. What is he Spirit Leeching? Yeah, good target priority. Really good stuff from It Was Foreseen. He's got 2,600 HP. Mournguls do have passive healing, though, which is really good. So I'm hoping they'll be able to just heal through that with the healing cap stuff. I have so many units crumbling right now. It feels so bad. I just don't think Arkin can beat all these zombies. Maybe he can. I don't know. Okay, so he's at 2,400. These guys are healing, right? They have the hunger. Are they in combat? Yeah, they are. Okay, great. So they are. He gets another summon. Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, another one. Come, my tactical reserves, rise. 2,200 on your boy Arkin now. So we just need to like target him with everything, basically. Yeah, make sure we're bonking him on the head with our Mournguls. I need their leadership to stabilize. The skeletons are actually doing some respectable damage against them. Oh, pain. Yeah, Arkin's taken about 800 damage since last we looked. Yeah, and there's another chunk of damage on him. Mournguls are getting worked on for some reason. I don't even know what's hurting them. Is it the frickin' skeletons? Yeah, it's weird. Okay. So we're going to pull the Mournguls back a little bit, see if they'll stabilize. Yeah, the skeletons are targeting the Mournguls, obviously. But they're going to be crumbling here in a second. So now the Mournguls can turn around and hopefully start farming a little bit of HP with their hunger. They're at negative 21. You have another zombie summon coming in. Another dickhand mob. This is the worst blob fight you've ever seen. Oh, this is nothing, dude. This is a lot of Warhammer 2 land battles. This would end with vampire matchups and undead. This was something that was pretty common back in the day. Probably not going to stabilize the Mournguls, actually. Yeah, so now it's a question of, can Arkin beat the massed amounts of zombies here? Maybe not. So we're going to go ahead and fight. Technically, if this were a tournament in land battle, he would have to stay and fight me. He couldn't run away. But we're going to see. The halberds will probably get him eventually. Oh, what? How did he get another one? Are you serious? Holy shit. Oh my god, dude. Negative 39. Arkin sitting at 1,800 HP, dude. The halberds are struggling. How does he have so many? How many charges are on that? I think it's 5, right? Okay, he's got no uses left. So this is the last hoorah of Arkin the Black, as the skeletons have another, short period of time. But I do thank the dark gods I have my tactical reserves here. Let me check here. Hold on. All right. Are you two playing? Or did you just start? Okay, sorry, I was just doing a little bit of admin work. And back to this super high octane land battle duel. We have the skeleton warriors at a little bit of leadership, but they're going to be crumbling down. Arkin is sitting at 1600 too. He's a little bit dodgy here. I need my 93 halberds to do well, but he's out of summons now. It's so over, bros. I don't know. I think I might still get this. It's going to be close. Because that's a lot of zombies. Although Arkin maybe. The halberd mobs are the biggest problem for him. Okay, so these things are going to be gone in 4 seconds, and that's all he has. As long as I don't get army losses, I'm pretty sure I win. Because Arkin can't take all these zombies. That's just too much. He's not really a combat character. He's kind of combat. Okay, aces. And he dropped. So yeah, you get win. Sorry guys, I'm minimizing to do some admin work while this massive duel is figured out. So Arkin is attacking. There's a lot of halberds in there, and yeah, he's throwing pocket sand in my eyes, dude. He's to get me with the old Dale Gribble. He might be able to get one more Spirit Leech. Oh, -4. Oh, we did it. We got it, baby. Oh, I can't believe we won that game. Jesus Christ, that was so haggard. Okay, sorry guys. Got a little bit of adminning to do. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully you enjoyed it. The tactical reserves came in pretty clutch there. Now, he did great. Very good game to my opponent, man. It was a fun little battle. All right, sorry, guys. And as far as games, we have one game still going. One game. Okay. So Bongo probably is going to get dropped here. Let me check here. Just checking with this gentleman here to see if he's dropping. Looks like he just disappeared in one of his matches. Man of War? No, I haven't played that. I really enjoy Company of Heroes. I haven't tried too many other, you know, kind of World War II games. Quinn, was that you that was playing? Can you show an Empire build versus counts? We're probably going to start the next round here in a second, but I'll see what I can whip together. All right, GG to my opponent. Unfortunately, we can't type in this game to our opponents, which is so troll. All right, so that looks fine. Let's go back to domination mode and see what we got for our next battle. Sounds good. No worries. I will. Can you play next round? Okay, so no response from him. Okay, so we're just gonna have to drop this player then. And then fix this other gentleman's score here. Clicked it. Let's see if the website wants to work. Man of War is a very small scale. Every unit has its own inventory and can be manually controlled. Yeah, it doesn't appeal to me as much. It does sound interesting, but he didn't even spend down with Chevron's turn. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, and Dom sometimes, like, Chevrons can be a bit of a janky thing because it makes the unit harder to resummon. I mean, sometimes it's worth it, but yeah, it depends. All right, so we're about ready to start the next match, guys. Thanks for your patience. Round 3 here in a moment. So we started at 12:45, so they have 2 minutes left. Let me message them. All right, so 1:30, 2 minutes left. It's pretty wild that games can keep going this long. You know, I feel like we finished our match like an aeon ago. Next SFT later for US folks? Yeah, Bob, sounds good. I'll do one at night. We'll do one at night. All right, so just loading this guy's profile real quick. No idea why this one's taken so long, but we'll get to the bottom of it soon. Website's lagging a little bit here. All right, so let's refresh this. Hopefully it will all catch up. Age of Mythology. I haven't played that since I was like the original as a kid. I was really, well, I don't even know how old was I when that came out. Age of Mythology. The original came out in what, 2002? So yeah, I think I was in high school. I don't think I played it. I don't think I did. I've heard good things though. I heard it's quite a bit of fun. Where do I live? I live in California. Yeah, southern SoCal. Yeah, fun place. A little expensive, but I love California. It's a great place to live. Depending if you're not in the big cities, you know, I lived in LA for a while, and you know it had its ups and downs. Certainly, a lot of like career opportunity stuff was good, and the LA food culture is pretty amazing. That's one thing that was very very good. But aside from that, it had some issues for sure. Gates of Hell. I don't know what that is. It's witchcraft. Yeah, but I've been really enjoying the hell out of Company of Heroes lately. That game is a blast. We'll be streaming it more. I thought about hosting a tournament for it, but I prefer the team game. So maybe like a team tournament could be more fun. I was just down in Half Moon Bay. Yeah, LA can be hit or miss. You know, it's very easy to paint LA with a broad brush, based on a lot of stereotypes about it and a lot of stuff that media says about it, and it has a lot of issues. But there are some. The food culture is pretty great. I definitely do not like Los Angeles that much, but I can understand how more social people would. I'm kind of a hermit, so. Huntington Beach. Oh, okay, I thought you meant Half Moon Bay. Got it. I've enjoyed San Diego before. San Francisco, yeah, San Francisco. It's so expensive to live there. It's a tricky. I feel bad for people, man. And yeah, there's a lot of sad stuff going on there for sure. A lot of homelessness. It's always a bummer. Feel bad for those folks. Have you seen Band of Brothers? Yeah, it's like probably my favorite show. One of my favorite shows. Top 3 shows of all time. I love Band of Brothers. It's so good. It's so good. The Pacific isn't quite as good in my opinion. It's still a good show. But Band of Brothers just hits hard. I don't know what it is about it, but it's so good. Oh, it's such a good show. All right, let me see what these folks are doing. So let me get Charix. And let's go ahead and do it. Okay. And let me get the next player here and drop them. Can you cast Company of Heroes 3 tournament? I'd do it. Yeah, it'd be fun. Be a lot of fun. And what do we have here? For Poland needs to have his score corrected. Okay. Let's fix this. Yes, we're about to move on. Cool. Yeah, the lag is such an issue in this game, man. And apparently CA was kind of close to pulling the trigger on like doing maybe servers too, but it was something that got canned. It's such a shame. What are your thoughts on the ROR Black Knights? Yeah, they're not bad. I would rather just take Blood Knights for the same cost. Like Blood Knights are only 300 more, and they are really good shock cavalry, but they're also excellent against large targets. So I think you just usually go Blood Knights if you're going to go that route. Yeah. Band of Brothers is one of the best shows ever. It's very good. All right, so how's it looking here? Looks like that'll be done in a second. Fortress 2010, it's really good. Is that a game or is that a movie? Do you think they'll ever add servers? I don't think they will. Yeah, I don't think they're going to add servers to Warhammer 3, but I do think the next major title might have them. Like if they do a 40K or what do people say, Star Wars is the other one, I think that's where we would get them. I don't think they would do it for this game. I do not. Yeah. Yeah, there was a ton of really famous actors in Band of Brothers that were like there before they were famous. Yeah, they even had the guy from Friends. Yeah, he was the leader that nobody liked. Okay, let me check here. Okay, going to advance around here. Yeah, nothing from these players. So I think I'm just going to advance the round, sadly. They're just taking way, way too long. It's almost an hour on the round. Total War Harry Potter. Oh my god, dude. That would be something. Will Count Chocula win this tournament? I mean, we're 2-0. If we go 3-1 with good tiebreakers, our odds are respectable for making the top 4 there. Yeah, I'm not getting a response from either of these players, so maybe they're just in like a laggy hellscape. Who knows? Who frickin' knows? Are you into Blood Bowl? I played Blood Bowl 2 quite a bit. It was fun. I haven't played Blood Bowl 3. The launch for Blood Bowl 3 was such a joke. It was so freaking bad that it kind of turned me off the game. The fact they launched with no coaching tools, I literally started a Blood Bowl league and we couldn't even advance it. It was such a joke because there was no tools. If one person didn't finish a match, you just straight up couldn't advance it. It was awful. Yeah. It was awful. Yeah, I think 40K would... I've been saying 40K for years. I think that's what it's going to be. All right, we're just going to have to advance around. And if these players are unresponsive after that, then we'll just have to drop them. I don't know how you take 1 hour to finish a game. Pretty crazy. Okay. Cool, so let's advance it. And advancing the tournament. A shame, I hate to do it, but it is what it is. And we're advancing. Yeah, I would be interested in giving Blood Bowl 3 another try, though. I'm not like completely opposed to it if you guys actually want to watch it, but I don't know. Blood Bowl isn't the most fun game to watch. Yeah. Okay. And outstanding. Perfect. I have a friend from San Jose. He said the expense of running his business and living just got ridiculous. Yeah, it can be. It depends on what kind of a business you're running. It sounds like he's running something like brick and mortar, where he actually has like product he has to deal with and stuff. Are you expecting 18 Primarchs in 40K? I mean, no, you'll probably get some of the big ones like, you know, Mortarion and... Okay, not a problem. So might need to admin this. Okay, so we got Sterngard as our next opponent here. And who is that player? Do we have a buy round? We have a buy round here. Looks like we're good. All right, so let's get it. So inviting my opponent. Let's see what we're going to be playing in the next round today. I don't know what they are yet, but we will find out in a second. And for the round maps, we have Glade of the Everqueen, Edge of the Darkwood, and the Sunken Mire. Ooh, some evil, spooky maps. You gotta love it. That's exactly what we're looking for here. And who's top of the bracket? Top of the bracket is going to be you. You ban first. All right. So gotta let the goblins know the round is ready. Okay. And here we are. Good luck, team. Oh, we have the dwarves. We got the Dowie. All right, so we will do Darkwood. So today we play the Dowie. All right, so this is going to be an interesting one. I don't know about this matchup. Okay, so this could be a little bit of a tricksy hobbitses here. That's for sure. But let's go ahead and experiment and try something fun. So let's get our blocker. Let's get Wookiee Claw up here. We're going to get you. And let's go ahead and get this guy because he's pretty cool. And we can do this, this, and this. All right. You guys are going to love this. This is going to be great fun. Dwarves versus Vampire Counts. Interesting matchup. Interesting one for sure. We want Fellbats galore, probably, to deal with Dowie Gyrocopters. Definitely a bunch of Hound units, and you and you. All right. The Tithe, do you want the Tithe? All right, I'll bring the Tithe just for you. I'm going to bring this haggard-ass zombie that's just going to die to a blasting charge. I got you, homie. It's happening here. These things do have armor piercing. Maybe we're going to try something a little bonkers here and see how this goes. It could be a horrible catastrophe, but also could work very well. All right, so let's get this. before end of this round. Okay. Mortis Engine against dwarves, probably not a good idea. Black Knights, in theory, could be okay against the Dawe. We are on the edge of the Darkwood, which is a sneaky Hobbits' map. There can be some sneaky Hobbits' play here for sure. Cairn Wraiths against dwarves, kind of an interesting idea. Man, their HP pool is so freaking low. Yeah, it's really, really low. Oh man, the Tithe is actually kind of screwing up my build, dude. I might need to opt to not bring the Tithe for a moment here. All right, so next up, we need to get a Corpse Cart with the Unholy Lodestone. We got one in reserve. It's fine. Got you boys. Cryptors are okay against dwarves. A little bit risky. I still think you want to bring a couple just to try and, you know, give you some fast 50 movement speed punch against their armor. So we got the bats. Probably that is going to be enough in the back game. Hex Wraiths. That's kind of a cute idea, isn't it? Like a Hex Wraith unit just to get in there and just do it. Do it. Huh. You know, I'm feeling a little crazy here today. We're going to get real crunk nasty. What do we have there? Okay, we got some good spells. I'm ready for the evil schemes. The Königstein Chads will come for my opponent. Okay, now we can get an actual Corpse Guard in there. That should be fine. Okay, I managed to get the Tithe in there for you, buddy. Hopefully you appreciate my sacrifice here, because it was not easily made. All right, so probably it's fine. And do we have this? We get you. No, this. Okay, and we got 500 gold left. Yeah, another doggo is going to do it. All right. Saying good luck to my opponent here. All is good in the realm. You don't show in minutes. You get auto win. Okay, just checking with this player here. We'll see if he shows. Sorry guys, got admin while I'm also playing. Okay, perfect. So we brought some really fun units that could be questionable, but could also be very niche and very fun. We got some spooky stuff in this build, very Halloween themed. We got some scary ghost people. And look what I brought for you guys. This is how much I appreciate you all. I brought the dreaded Hex Wraiths. Oh, God. Oh, it's so good. Oh, God. All right, so aside from that, we're probably going to send some dogs to go get objective 1. Dwarves can backcap that, which is kind of funny. They can get a little sneaky there, so probably we'll send you guys over to go get that. 1, and in the middle, we'll get you zombies to waddle up to the middle and try and fight that. And 2, I thought about doing like a full mobility vampire count build here. Do these things have Vanguard deployment? They don't, okay. Let's get you guys here. And we got 2 Banshees, and this Corpse Cart can roll with this unit, okay. And then we got the sneaky. The Chad Hex Wraiths, yes. Good luck to Sternguard. Seems like a very nice player. Seems like a great person, so we're going to see what we can do here. Yeah, I don't know how good the Hex Wraiths. I mean, they have AP, and they're, you know, somewhat tanky. 55 Phys Res, and their HP is the same as a Blood Knight unit, so I was like, okay, I mean, this is not bad, right? Let's go there. Let's go there, and let's go ahead and get a doggo to just make sure we capture this quickly before any dwarves, like, sneak up on it. All right, so for this, we're going to go get you guys in the bushes and keep you guys here. The Dow, we have Thoric Ironbrow. We got some Iron Drakes and, oh, a Dragon Slayer, Felix, and Thoric. Okay. That's not great for me. That's a lot of magic damage. So my Banshees probably are not going to be in for a good time. Yeah, the Zeppelin is banned. It's too overpowered. Yeah, it's extremely OP. What the hell? The dwarves have something here? What the hell? What do they have here? The dwarves have a Ranger Vanguard up on that point. Okay, I need to find them. Okay, let's go. It's gonna be a reckoning. Oh yeah, baby, let's get it. Unfortunately, the Feasters in the Dust get nibbled on pretty good. But nobody expects the dreaded Hexwraith Inquisition. Yes, my Hexwraiths. Get them. Run them down. All right, so we got the hunt on those bad boys, which is going to be great. And that should be a wiped Bugman Ranger, unless the DPS is just an absolute joke on those things. So we're going to continue hunting here. So let's get these guys back on the point to make sure we take that. And it looks like there is going to be some blasting charge play coming in. So the Hexwraiths do swarm all over the Bugman's Rangers. And we are going to steal the point. And we got to watch out for the blasting charges, though. So I'm going to run away. I don't want to get blasting charged. And we do get that point. So now we're going to send Banshees back there. I'm gonna ping pong these dwarves. I'm not going to play a normal game. I'm going to try and troll the objectives and have some fun with that. So let's just juke with these Banshees and do this. And we got that point. Looking good. And let's get another doggo and move them up here. Banshees are going to go back there. I'm not going to fight the middle. That's what the dwarves want. They want a middle fight, which I don't want. I'm going to threaten it, though. I'm going to like have some units here and, try and party. So now we can get the Hex. Let's send the Banshees in first. And we're gonna ping pong these dwarves. Yeah, we're gonna ping pong them nice and good. We'll send some guys around the back just to be a bit of a distraction. Are those freaking Slayers? Oh, those are just regular Slayers. Okay. So now that the Banshees have moved in, we can go ahead and get sneaky, and we can just hang out here with the Strigoi Lord and just start Spirit Leeching Felix. Probably it's not a bad idea. Although I'm just gonna save my wand. There's no sense in it. I'm gonna play the side point like pretty hard here. So no blasting charges were successful, which is great. We're going to move our Lord over here to like threaten this a little bit. Run you guys around the back, and let's get you guys back here. Next, we call in a unit of the Devils. Yeah, the Devils will be very good. So we get you guys in. We get dogs and dogs. Hexwraiths and Banshees. Let's go ahead and just pop their buffs to make them take less damage. Let's get you on these. He needs Doomseekers here. Yeah, and that's what he gets. Okay, so he's got the Doomseekers. Looking at everything else, let's get these doggos away. Let's get these Strigoi Chad over here. And if the dwarf characters are going to leave this, we can start moving towards that objective as well. All right, so let's get the Devils coming up. And let's go get on those. The Hexwraiths and Banshees are doing very, very well, but that's going to change when those other units arrive. All right, let's get on these. And let's get these Strigoi Chad. Hopefully he doesn't have Rune of Slowness. That'd be very bad. And we'll get you on these. All right, so we are going to get the flamethrower units partially shut down. Let's go ahead and do a Ghoul Summon on top of these. Yes, nice. All right, so far so good. But now we got to watch out for those Doom Seekers, those Chad Seekers. Oh God, run! The Dwarf Character Squad is coming for us. And cool. So the Devils, we can actually rotate them over to the middle. We're going to do this, and the Hexwraiths need to get back. So we need to get healing on these Hexwraiths, probably. So let's drop a fat heal on them. And run. Yes, good. Cryptors need to run away, too. We are managing to hold on to this point. Those are just regular. Slayers, too, still have anti-large. So that's one of the issues here. Let's run into the trees. Run into the trees, and be a sneaky, evil vampire count. All right. So let's get the zombies back. Let's get the Graveguard engaged with their armor piercing and get you engaged there. We'll leave 2 zombies on this back point, and the Devils are going to go shut down his shooting here. Yeah, hopefully that'll be the case. And let's just run into the bushes, pull you guys down and under here. We got to be really, really cagey here. Let's call in another unit of Vargheists and just get on those things there. That's going to be sweet. All right. So we're in the bushes. We have the 2 Banshees fighting it out. Those are Verse Slayers. That's fine. These are Dwarf Warriors. So we're going to keep this Strigoi over here, and now we're going to pop back out. And the Vargheists are tearing those things apart. That's really good for us. We got Great Weapon on armor. Let's get the Corpse Guard up there to help out a little bit. And those are going to be Doom Seekers, which are not very good against big targets, actually. So that's actually a win for us. Okay, so let's just loop back this way. We know where the Doom Seekers are going. Oh, God. Oh, that hurts so bad. Oh, no, not the Iron Drakes. We don't want that. That's not good. Not good, my friends. All right. So he's trying to chase these. But we're going to get on top of them here, and we can also do another heal on the Hexwraiths, which I'm kind of liking these Hexwraiths. I'm not going to lie. They're kind of cool. And in the backfield, you can see the Doomseekers. They don't trade really well, like I said, into non-infantry units. Much like regular Slayers don't trade super well into a lot of things either. Into those specific things. Let's do this. Let's do the Claws of Morcane. And we're going to come back at a cross and try and terror out some of these guys. And on the middle, the objective is in flux. You do see the Doomseekers getting the business a little bit. The Great Weapon boys will eventually push those dwarves off. And when people go with Hero Hammer squads, it's often a good idea to... God damn, look at that cannon back there. Okay, we need to get some bats to freaking swarm that thing. We'll just get 3 bats and just swarm all over the battlefield. Yeah, looks fine. All right, so Pimpclaw here is doing his thing. We still have the 2 Banshees. Yeah, those Doomseekers are still doing a lot of work. We probably need to retreat. I might have blundered there. I might have blundered by letting those Doomseekers get the business here. All right, so how can we sneak around here? The Ghoul King is in trouble, but he does have his own free healing ability, which is really nice. Banshees are doing it. Let's get some dogs. Who let the dogs out? We're going to bring them around here, get on these flamethrower units. And damn, I can't get away from those damn Doomseekers, man. They're frightening. All right. So, unfortunately, Felix is doing it now. He's doing it. And we will probably swarm back here. I think we need to probably get a little pressure here. So let's get these and have them go shut down that cannon. We got the zombies. Let's waddle the zombies up to support now. The Ghoul King and company might be able to just straight up win this fight over here. Yeah, now that we have these big boys coming in too, we can get a big overcasted invocation right here, and that's going to heal both of those units up, which is going to be money. All right, so next up, let's call in another dog unit just to kind of help overwhelm positions. We're going to need to start capturing things. We got 2 bats going here, and there is 1 Slayer coming in, so we're going to attack them with fell bats to try and keep them from getting to the fight. Keeping 2 zombies there to make it so he can't swarm me there, and the Grave Guard and the Corpse Guards are doing quite good there, actually. All right, so we got this. Strigoi Ghoul King is fighting like a Chad. Let's just drop his summon here, and I think we win this fight eventually. Let's go ahead and pour in here. And we do get on the cannon, and these bats, yeah, we could just use them to patrol. I think we're going to start capturing this. The dwarves are losing. The 2 Banshees are shanking. Value is pretty close, but I have healing and they don't. So that's one thing we gotta consider here. Do we want to reinforce the middle at all? Is it worth it? Maybe the Feasters in the Dusk to help on the side point. The problem is my opponent's probably going to go for my home point here. So I think I need to get the Sternsman or some Cryptors over there. Just something to make sure I don't lose that. Yeah, it's going to be pretty big. All right, so we've completely crushed the Dwarven position here. And I'm loving these Hex Rays, by the way. They're freaking awesome. Yeah, we're discovering a lot of the cool tech here. Let's get the dogs in there. The Strigoi Ghoul King has done it. And yeah, the middle fight honestly isn't going too bad either. I don't want to mess with those Dowie characters, though. Those characters are very nasty. So let's get you guys up here. And the Strigoi Ghoul King can just kind of keep pimp clawing things over here. You guys can go after those miners. And we can take the Hex Race. And what I'm going to do, so here is the new game plan, okay? We're going to start intercepting reinforcements that are weak and vulnerable. Very vampire, right? Like anything that is like weak and isolated, we're going to go, feast on it here is the game plan. I don't think they'll go for my home point. They're too slow. And man, we still have a lot of fighting power here. A lot of these guys. The Fellbats have done it. So yeah, we just kind of keep hunting here and causing havoc with those Hex Rates, which are almost healing capped. So the Strigoi has done it. Let's get the Banshees up. And let's get these Fellbats going over here as well. Something hurt us bad here. I don't know what it was. Must be Slayer Pirates. Oh, the Long Dong Slayer Pirates. Okay, yeah, so let's get back. We'll just use the bats and dogs to do that, and we'll keep the healthier units back. So let's get the Hex Rates. How are we looking on the middle? They're still pretty well tar pitted. Let's get these Sternsman coming up, and they're going to just waddle their way up there to make sure we don't lose out. And we need to just get to a triple cap situation where the dwarves are really just in pain here. All right, let's go ahead and resurrect some more of these Hex Rates. Let's do this. Let's get you to go fly over and deal with the cannon. And the Banshees can come back here, and we'll figure it out. So Unsummon's going down for my opponent. We see the Dwarf blob in the middle is pretty formidable. They got Slayers there and all sorts of goodies. We could send a Corpse Card over there, but it's going to take like 10 years. So those are going to get the cannon most likely. My opponent will have to summon something to stop them, which is fine. Feasters in the Dusk out of Vanguard is probably our next play. Not because they're particularly awesome against a lot of these units, but just because we need a little something. All right, so let's get the Banshees in. They can go sweep a little bit. And now we call Feasters out of Vanguard. Oh, what the hell? I have a AFK, a Tactical Reserve unit. Could have sworn I called them in, but I guess not. All right, let's do this. We have Spirit Leeches. Hex Rates are still very much online. Let's bunch up here. We finally get that Dowie cannon offline. And now is there any sense in pushing the middle? Not really, no. So we need to hold this back point for as long as humanly possible, basically. Yeah, it's going to be a tall order, but we're going to try. What do we have here? We have Slayers, Doomseekers, and let's get you, and you. We got to start playing for it, I think. Yeah, we got to start playing for it. Okay. So we're keeping the armies at bay. We do get onto the Long Dong Slayers there. Feasters in the Dusk and the dog units will be there in a moment. And we do have these Hex Race, but they're not long for this Earth. They're probably going to break soon. So let's get back on the point, And now we need to start pressuring here. So these are what? Regular Slayers? Okay, so let's get these doggos. Let's go over here. No, we need the capture weight. We can't afford to just yield this point. We need to get to a triple cap. You know, we need to get to the triple cap. So we're going to hold this for like as long as humanly possible or undeadly possible. All right, let's get another dog unit. We just need a troll here, basically. This is a Demon Slayer who's an anti-large character, so we could probably actually mess him up. Let's get the Banshees in on him. And we do have the Claws of Orshor on. The Claws of Morcane, it is. Yeah, that's right. And we're going to try and goon that character out. So now we got a lot of pressure coming on the middle objective. We can rotate over there if need be. Feasters in the Dusk are going to be here. We do get that character pretty beat up, actually, which is nice. We got dogs, Manchigan Felix. And we're going to go see if we can switch to Felix with the Ghoul King here and leave our 2 Banshees to take down that character if we can, that little Dragon Slayer man. All right, so let's get you guys back. Let's do this. And as far as Collins here, what can we do that's fast? I think we need to get some big scaries here. Yeah, Felix is over there. He's hanging in there. But let's get the dogs and go back to the middle now, I think. I think this point is lost. There's too much Dwarven mass here. So we need to just steal the middle from them, which is certainly easier said than done. Let's go ahead and get you coming out. Yes. Ghoul King Man is going to run. We'll leave the 2 Banshees maybe, or try and get them out into the trees. Oh, flee, my minions, flee. All right, so let's get the flyers. Let's get these guys coming in. They're going to hustle over there. And we're going to come back here. The Ghoul King is going to run. One of the Banshees escapes. The other one does die. And yeah, now we're going to just rear charge in and hopefully maintain some capture weight. We'll get these guys coming. Ghoul King's going to hustle over there. And we're going to get sneaky. All right, so let's just rear charge and break the position on the Doomseekers. Although they're fighting, what, zombies and stuff? Maybe the dogs will be able to get them. We'll have to see. And these are just a couple Slayers. So let's move up onto the point. Let's get the Feasters in the Dusk. We could use them as a tar pit, actually, against these Slayers. It's not a bad idea. We'll Spirit Leech you. And let's get the Banshee coming over here. So we got the big scary flyers. Do we have any speedy doggos that can get there? I think most of them are dead. No, there's actually still some here. Great. So the capture weight's going for us. We have a lot of cap weight on the point. These Slayers will get wrecked by my Vargeist, potentially. And we do have this awesome roadblock here. These guys are doing just work. They're doing serious work, ladies and gentlemen. Zombies, Graveguard, Stearnsmen have arrived. Is it going to be enough to flip the point, though? I believe it is a triple cap situation. So... yeah, it's not quite, actually, not quite. But if I flip this point, it will be very rapidly. So Ghoul King and Banshee have arrived. So let's get you on the points, get you on the point. We need to flip this right now. I don't know if we're going to. Okay, so the Banshee's on the point. Let's get you guys up on the edge here. Okay, the dogs arrived just in time, so that's really big. So we got the dogs, and the dogs have been let out of their cage here. So they're grinding it. And are we going to get the flip? We get the flip. We should get it. We have a lot more than the dwarves here. Strigoi Pimp King is going to keep clawing here. And oh my god, they just barely got it. But it is a triple cap situation. Okay, that's good. So now we need to just start Helm's Deep in the back objective. Just like everything we possibly can over there. Just go waddle to that back point. That's the play here. Oh my god. The fact that I didn't flip it could cost me the game, though. That's really bad. That's very, very bad. So now we got to focus a little bit more on value trading here, which is not excellent because dwarves are very, very good at that. We do get the capture weight back. Okay. If we can flip this off the dwarves, man, that's going to be pretty big. And what the hell was that? That was a Rune of Wrath. Holy shit, that did a lot of damage to those guys. Sure as hell did. All right, so we got the dogs here. We need to get some Graveguard Great Weapons to the back point. It is a triple cap for my opponent. So we need to just make this really, really unfun to deal with back here. And then we just retreat when we need to. Let's Spirit Leech that Dragon Slayer, take him down. Capture weight's not going to happen here. So we're just falling back now. Fall back to the keep! Alright, so we're retreating back. We're going to let the dwarves have it. If we had captured that, it would have been very, very good for us. But sadly, we did not. So let's keep these dogs alive. And the Graveguard are on their way over. Hopefully they'll make it to the back point. And we do actually kill the Demon Slayer. Let's keep fighting these Doomseekers here. And the Cryptors, we can retreat them. Just leave some zombies. And the Stearnsmen, I think, are still fighting. They're still fighting like absolute beasts over there. Are we going to have time to get a corpse cart? That's a risky one. It's 23 movement speed. Ay, that's slow. So we just need to run interference on this last point now. Basically, block up the advance of the dwarves and, keep them from getting to the promised land here, which is the back objective. All right, and we have plenty of units that are good at doing that, right? We have, like, harrying units. We have the Strigoi Pimp King. The Banshee is just basically dead here. We could get some Fellbats, but the Graveguard should be pretty solid. I think actually getting Hex Race would be good here. Most of the dwarves are ITP, but yeah, let's actually attack these Long Dong Slayers real quick and just kind of attack random pieces. I'm pretty sure I win on just the one objective, unless I did the math wrong. I'm pretty sure I get it on one. All right, so we attack there, we do a little bit of damage, then we pull back. And yeah, we have a lot of meat heading to that back point, a lot of power. Hex Racer the next Colin, I think. I think they're going to be very good here. So yeah, my opponent is going to need to come in and get this point. I think. I'm pretty sure. If I did the math wrong, that's going to be really funny. No, I'm pretty sure I win on one. Yeah, so we're just going to Helm's Deep on the back point. The dwarves are going to have to attack. I don't know if my opponent realizes that yet. I think if they did, they would be moving everything to this back point right now. So yeah, sometimes doing that. No, they're coming. They're coming. Okay. They're aware of the great plans and the schemes. We successfully triple capped and ping-ponged the dwarves to the point where they know they have to come now. All right, so we're going to get these guys. We have the Corpse Cart coming. Let's get some of these zombies here to just go attack. And I don't want to lose my character, but the Graveguard Great Weapons are going to be pretty chad. Let's get these dogs out and have them attack into the Dragonback Slayers. I do have the free healing, but he's healing capped, so it's not going to matter too much. The Chad race will just sweep in and take out whatever they can. Corpse Guard's coming, and Feasters in the Dusk is our next call-in because they have Vanguard and are fast, so. All right, so let's get you guys right on the edge of the objective. We're going to form a Dread Box on the outside, so that's good. So we're just going to kind of keep intercepting the reinforcements with the Hex Wraiths, and maybe just a dog unit, actually. Oh, Feasters are full cap, though. So you see how we're just using the Hex Race to bounce around and intercept the reinforcements? That's what it's all about right there, baby. Oh, that Rune of Wrath and Rune, though. It does so much damage. All right, so let's get Feasters over here. So they're going to come. Hex Race are doing great, though. You see how they're really, really just running over a lot of stuff? Not doing a shit ton of damage or anything, but they're getting it done. Oh! Oh, hold! Oh, the Dwarf Tide is coming. The value is really close, honestly. I might even be able to push the dwarves back if we had enough time here, just because I have this point. But the Strigoi Pimp King, he's got some work to do. All right, baby, let's go. All right. Yeah, man, we got it. We got it. We got it. All right, 3-0 today, baby. Yeah, buddy. That's pretty good. Yeah, the dwarves let us have their back point for too long. But dude, it was all about that Hex Wraith life. Yeah, it was the Tithe who won us that game, the ROR zombie all day. All right, let me see if there's any funny business here. Okay. So refreshing here and doing this. Do you ever host tournaments for players who never did? Yeah, we have beginner tournaments. Your name is Turin also, that's fun. We do have beginner tournaments, yeah. Okay, so I just got to drop this player here. Okay. And, all right. So that should be a drop, and then we need to do this. All right. Great, so we'll get a drop here, and then Maverick Sloth score needs to be fixed too. Yeah, the build was weird, but it was sticky, and it kind of worked, you know? That's what I felt about it. I was like, it just, those little Banshees are, like, without characters or Doomseekers are really hard to kill. And they just sit there with, like, capture weight on your back point, right? So Banshees basically paid for themselves. I mean, they're like 600-700, so they paid for themselves. The Strigoi Pimp King was mainly running the whole fight, so he didn't get a chance to, but Graveguard did good. Hex Race 1700 value. They were summoned twice, though, but they paid for themselves. Their first life was like 1450, and they were really disruptive, I think. It's hard to get a lot of value against dwarves. The Vargeist did good. Yeah, overall not bad. When anybody brings a hero squad like this, you got to spread out. You got to like ping pong the dwarves, I think. I think it's the best way to play them. Good too. All right. Let me check here. Fix you down to 2. You want the tithe value? Okay, you want the... I paid the tithe. I did. I paid the tithe. The Tithe got 84 value that game. Yeah, they hung in there like champs. They almost got half their value. The Dwarven characters were obviously powerhouses. Like I couldn't fight them head up, so I had to weasel around the battlefield. Yeah, we had to weasel. Yeah, the time they spent chasing him. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the Strigoi Pimp King he's I like him. Spirit Leech is useful. Invocation is good. Obviously, his free healing. This is what's really nice about him. The Ghoul King of Ashoron. He's got a fat heal. It heals him for like over 20% of his HP for free. So you can use your healing elsewhere. You can use your invos on other targets. You don't need to use it on him. Yeah. Cadia broke before the Tithe did? Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. All right. So let's go report that score. Those zombies, they didn't hear no bell. Okay. Are we now a vampire count main? Never. I can never do that. I have so much built up resentment towards the vampires in Warhammer 2. Granted, they are a very cool faction. They're not overpowered or annoying in domination. They become annoying in land battle in Warhammer 2 because of the way they were played, like abusing magic and healing and kind of semi draw kiting you. Well, it was not fun. But in this format, it's totally fine. So yeah, we're undefeated. It depends on how our tiebreakers go. I'm honestly very happy with our performance so far. I think I'm pretty set on that. So we're going to give it a couple minutes here and see how it's looking and do some adminning if need be. No worries. No worries. Okay. Cool. We're bringing up the vampire count win rate, baby. Oh, we brought him up to 57%. Check it out. Vampire count sitting at 57% win rate. They were at like 53 when we started, I think. I don't know. I don't think anybody else is playing them. I'm not sure. Like, I feel like every game we play with vampire counts is like is just like barely surviving and holding on. I feel like that's every game with them. Please check out the I'll check it out later, Igor. Thank you. I used your Khorne build with Valkia today and snagged to win off the Empire. Yeah, no, Khorne is actually is pretty decent against Empire. If you look, I mean, it's almost a 50-50 matchup. So yeah, it's very doable. Empire is doing fine, but if you ban Landship, Empire isn't really OP. They're pretty fair, honestly. The Landship is just the big problem. Chaos Dwarves in the pits, no surprises. And Warriors of Chaos here, also in the pits. People rather just play mono gods, it seems. But I think Walk is pretty good. I think Walk is fine. What do you guys want to see next time as well? What underrated factions do we need to play? Let's actually take a look and scheme. So who never gets played? We did High Elves. Slanesh won an SFT recently. We could try and pick up Greenskins and play a little bit off meta. Let's put it up to a poll as well. So we're going to put it to a poll here. So this will be for the next SFT. All right. So we have Greenskins. I always love playing Chaos Dwarfs. I played Chaos Dwarfs like twice this season already. We could put Bretonnia in there too. Bretonnia is already strong though. Yeah, Ogres. Oh, Ogres. Skaven. Norska's not very fun to play. They're just so limited, honestly. So Skaven, Ogres, Dark Elves. No, Dark Elves are already getting represented very well. Chaos Dwarves are definitely in the pits. Tomb Kings. Okay, so we have Greenskins. We have Chaos Dwarves, Ogres, and Skaven. I think that's a good set of plays. All right, so you guys vote for what you want to see next time. And we'll just let this run till the end of the stream, and then that's what we'll play next time. So it seems like I do better in tournaments when I'm playing factions I don't know how to play, and we just wing it. It's like better than like when I'm trying with the faction I actually practice, I just lose. I'm like, oh, help me, I'm too weak. Okay. So what's it looking like? Oh God, please don't make me play Ogres. That was the one I was dreading the most, even though I know that you guys are going to vote for them. Oh, don't make me play the Ogres. Please, Skaven, please. Hold my Skaven, hold. All right. Oh God, I was dreading the Ogres. I knew it was going to happen, though. As soon as I posted it, I was like, yeah, I just put Chowie up there because they're my favorite faction to play these days. One of my favorites. Thank you. Greenskins could be fun. Yeah, I would play off-meta Greenskins. So if I play Greenskins, it's going to be like Grimgore. It's going to be Black Orcs. It's going to be, you know, the Feral Wyverns and shit. We're going to be using the cool units. It's not going to be like lame, you know, spammy shit. It's going to be fun. So, yeah. I want to see me suffer. Oh, how dare you, dude? How dare you? It's my swamp. Oh, God. It kind of looks like it. The Ogres and the Skaven are duking it out pretty hard. Appreciate these streams. Thanks for teaching me the game for all these years. Hey, you got it. Hope to see you in some events. Maybe you've already been playing. Yeah, so Greenskins have like a mini dragon now. They have a Feral Wyvern, which is pretty cool. I don't know how good it is. I haven't like played around with it too much, but it seems formidable. Yeah, I mean, Skaven and Ogres duking it out. Last time it was Khorne and Vampire Count set, and Khorne ended up winning. But I just chose Vampire Counts this time because they were a runner-up, so I was like, yeah, it's close enough. Green Tide someday. Yeah, yeah. We'll keep mixing it up. We'll see. So Martin and Vianame are still playing. Okay. So Martin needs to report, and then we can move forward. Okay, I have a couple buy rounds I need to do. Why can I not find you in the tournament? What is this witchcraft? What is this person's name? Huh. It's very weird that they're not appearing in the signups here. Where are you? Where are you, little buddy? Okay, so just got to update the score, and let's do that. Okay. So we're going into the next round here. Subutai is very good at Beastmen. Yeah, he's very good at them. He plays them a lot. He plays them in tabletop too, when I'm able to drag him out to play. All right, so we're about to start the next round here. Let's go ahead and get it and do it. I love you. Black Orcs are like my favorite unit on the Greenskin roster. I know they're not very good, but no, the sounds are from my computer. I was trying to search for somebody's name and it wasn't coming up, so the computer was getting upset about it. Okay, I think Ulrich Rahl is still playing the dreaded lag. Let's see. What round? So, okay, we start at noon, 12:45, 1:30. Okay, so they have another 3 minutes. And then we just advance. What the hell? Oh, did I accidentally advance the round? What? I didn't click that. Oh, I think maybe one of the other hosts advanced the round. It's troll. I did not advance the round. But it's all good. Well, anyways, the limit was about over anyway, so it worked out fine. I did not click that advance Swiss. I think one of the other hosts did. It wasn't quite done yet, but... Who did it? Who advanced the round? Who was it? I know it was one of you guys. You sneaky gits. All right, we got Hadri's here. Let's go out on our shield right now. It's all good. Okay. So I got Hadri's here on our next one. And let's get it. The Rat Gang show up, please. Skaven, I feel like I have a better chance with Skaven, although Ogres are probably a stronger faction overall than Skaven. So yeah, it is what it is. All right, so no buy rounds. That's cool. We had an even number of players. Into Old World, what's the best unit for the Dowie to combat Tomb King shooting? Well, I mean, the dwarves can shoot back. Like, Tomb King shooting is good, but typically you would probably want to march down the Tomb Kings. It really depends. Like, if you have cannons in a hill, you can actually win the artillery duel against Tomb Kings and force them to come to you. So that's cool. And what do we got? So Hadri's probably going to smoke me here pretty good. We're going to give it a good try. I'm not the Lord of Vampires. Maybe Nagash is with us. Okay, so... Thank you. All right. Perfect. So let me tag the goblins, let them know the round is ready. And here we go. All right, perfect. So the jank will begin. He's playing... What is he playing? Please don't tell me he's on Dark Elves. Oh god, I have no way of beating them. Please don't be on Dark Elves, please! No, not the Dark Elves. Okay, so we're either on Altar of the Champion or Imperial Road. We will have to see how this works. Oh god. Good luck, good luck. He's on Dark Elves. He's very good at Dark Elves. This is gonna be probably the hardest punishment I'll take this this stream here. How are my tiebreakers looking, by the way? Let's see. So I'm gonna refresh this. Yeah, should I just bring the tithe? Yeah, is that the plan? Okay, I'll bring the tithe. That's the meta against Hadri's, right? That's how we take him down here. So my tiebreakers, Hadri's will give me a very good tiebreaker, but even if I lose, depending on how some of the other games go, I will have a chance. It's gonna be very tough, but we'll try. All right, so let's get you guys. Let's do a little bit of this, and let's figure out our army. So Dark Elves on Edge. Oh, I need to figure out the map first. So we will do. So we're gonna play Altar of the Champion. It's gonna be the map. Dude, he already has a build ready for this. Oh god, that's not good. This man is ready already. Oh, I haven't even started to build yet. I'm too weak. Help me, Anakin, help me. All right, so let's get a little bit of this. Let's do that. Let's do a little bit of that, maybe. A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Do that, and we'll do this. Oh, you know what? I have a fun idea, actually. We're going to try something a little bit crunk nasty here. Now, this could fail horribly, or it could be the dankest, most MLG strategy you've ever seen. Okay. Yeah, I don't hate that. All right. Shade build, you're calling it? Okay, well, it could happen. And yes. Summon the Elector Undead. Okay. Is this the time of the Black Coach? Is this where the Black Coach rises from the ashes to conquer the old world? He's going to have Dark Rider repeaters, obviously. And they're going to be trolling about. Obviously, some Cryptors are probably good. Maybe one of you. Huh. No, he didn't change his build. I just switched the map, so it turned off his thing there. Yeah. All right, so let's get you. Cool. So that looks fine for our core army. Unfortunately, most of my cavalry kind of suck the sausage here a little bit. X-rays are kind of a funky idea in here. I mean, they do have a fair amount of magic damage, though, but I don't know. Maybe we can try something funny. Feasters in the Dusk, I do like that. And do we want to get any Guardians of the Grave? I think we do. Not too hard on the Guardians of the Grave, but just a little something something. And I think 2 of those is adequate, and then we could just get 2 of these. All right, guys, we march to our doom here today, ladies and gentlemen. I have no idea how to win this matchup, but we're going to give it our best try. And if we can get it, you know, we go to the semifinals, which is pretty rad. Sylvanian handgunners. Oh, I know. I need Sylvanian handgunners. Oh, yeah. Dude, I never forget the Chad Feasters. I never do. They're always in my build. I love the Feasters in the Dusk. Oh. Let's reload. I read it wrong. So, oh, okay. Let's play Rift. I accidentally loaded in with the wrong map. Yeah, it's all good though. We'll just do it. We're just gonna reload real quick. So he'll see my build. I'll see his. All's good in the neighborhood. What makes Dark Elves so good against vampire counts? Their shooting is pretty brutal. They can outmaneuver you very well. Their dragon character with Soul Stealer like punishes your blobs extremely hard. So that's very tough too. All right. Evil. Supremely evil. All right, so we're going to go on to the Rift at the World's Edge was the map. All right. Cool. It's time. Yeah, and their Hadri's is also very good at Dark Elves too. If it were just a mid-level tournament player, that wasn't such a special, like, it's one of his mains, so I'm nervous. He's going to teach me, though, one way or the other. I'm going to learn trial by fire. If you could get handgunners and crossbows. Yeah, if you could get crossbows or handguns in this build with vampire counts, that would be huge. Because vampire counts are amazing at screening. If you just could get like crossbows or guns behind them and shoot the Dark Riders and their like Blackguard and things like that, that'd be very good. Yeah, Blackguard have always been meta in this matchup. They're super good. They trade well into a lot of my units. So yeah, I kind of regret not bringing the Winds of Death or some sort of Vortex, but it is what it is. Good luck to Hadri's, man. Good guy. Always been a great pal of mine. So if we're going to be sending anybody to the finals, might as well be him. And here we are. So loading into the Rift at the World's Edge. He banned the altar. All right. Looks cool. And let's do it. So we're going to go ahead and Vanguard you guys and go grab some points here. And I just brought a Wall of the Dead. I was just like, let's just get an unholy legion of just shithouse units and just march up the board. That was my plan here. So I didn't want to bring anything good. I figured the dragon character and some of those other things would be really problematic. So I was like, no, thank you. All right, so skeletons and zombies and zombies and skeletons and a couple White Kings too. Pretty good on foot. You just get them in there and they'll bump and grind, you know. The dragon character might hunt them, but we brought Manfred von Waldstein as a what I like to call like a spell slinger. So he is just going to be spamming sniping spells. So he's got Gaze of Nagash and Spirit Leech. So that's the plan. We're just going to be gunslinging Manfred. Oh, did I accidentally bring a Balefire cart? That was supposed to, oh shit. Oh, that was a mistake. Well, all right then. That was supposed to be the other one. I just misclicked. I don't play vampire counts much, so I'm not used to the looks of the units. All right, so let's get you guys up on the point. Manfred von Waldstein is going to go do some scouting. I definitely need to kill that Medusa. The Medusas are very strong. They got buffed, but they're not as bad as Soul Grinders because you can actually kill them, unlike the... doesn't Manfred have Master of the Black Arts? Did I cut that? Or is that some other thing? Huh, maybe. He's got the Sword of Unholy Power and Arcane Conduit. Yeah, whatever. It's all good. Hopefully we can get this objective. He's got some sneaky in the woods. We're going to park on the back. And on the back here, we have 8 capture weight. Give it to us, Precious. And we get it. Okay, great. That's like perfect. That's off to a great start there. That's going to be some points for us. And why do I have so many... do we want to go Blood Knights? Probably Cryptors. It's going to be better here. Let's get some Cryptors there. I guess I was just banking a lot of points. And then we can just go over here and grab these two. All right. Where's Manfred? Wait, oh, shit. Oh, no, I hit the unsummon button. Oh, that feels bad. Yeah, I'm just going to concede. There's no point in playing anymore without my Vampire Lord. Oh, my God. I got to unbind that hotkey. I use it sometimes, but I accidentally hit it. Yeah, GG. Yeah, accidentally unsummoned Manny. I'm going to tell Hadri's right now. Accidentally unsummoned Manny. Hit the hotkey. Oh, dude, that's so bad. And replay, up to you. I'm just gonna offer Hadri's the win, but if he wants to play it. He says, let's replay. Yeah, okay. Oh, dude, that's so haggard. God, I need to unbind that stupid-ass hotkey. All right. Thankfully, Hadri's is down to replay. Yeah, he's a good sport. What is that stupid shit? I always hit that one. Top 10 quickest losses. Yeah, that was an alley-oop. Lore accurate Manfred, yeah. No, Hadri's doesn't want to win off that. No, seriously. What is even the hotkey for that? Pretty sure I've used it before. Huh. Tactical Evaporation. Yeah, seriously. I was like, well, I looked down at my resources and I had 2,300. I was like, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, weird. I hit it accidentally. Yeah, I'm asking Hadri's. I'm like, what is the hotkey even? Where is it on my keyboard? Yeah, it's something. Is it you? Is that what it is? Yeah, nothing happened that game yet, so it's okay to probably restart that one. No sweat off my back there. Get wrecked, Manny. I know, seriously. This is Hadri's and I, our 3rd time loading in here. Yeah, and I have the Balefire Corpse card. That's like the ultimate sacrifice there. My sacrifice. Alright, so let's do this, let's do this, let's do this. Get you there. Get the Cryptors out here. You here. White Kings are going to be in the middle. Manfred von Ballstein here. And we'll just get our Hounds to move up and grab these two, probably. It's going to be fine. Yeah, I think it's the... Is it the U button? I don't know. It might be. I'm going to turn my game sound up so I can hear the unsummon thing. We got the Swarm of the Gods. Let's actually just group them together. It's going to be easier to micro. Yeah, we haven't lost yet. I mean, obviously the unsummon thing is pretty funny, but we're gonna move up and grab some points. He's gonna obviously come contest that. So let's waddle. Let's waddle up. And we're gonna just be trying to snipe the Siren of Red Rune, basically. I don't know how much damage Gaze of Nagash is gonna do to them, but hopefully it'll be a respectable amount. Dire Pack is kind of cute. We can send a Skeleton Spear up to that point and then call in the Dire Pack afterwards. Is it a Soul Stealer? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and do a Fat Gaze and a Gash on you, overcast it, see what kind of damage we get. Did we get that? We did. Okay, great. So let's see what kind of damage Manny does with his shotgun. Oh, that wasn't bad. So we got that Siren down kind of low. And then we can move up and pressure that point a little bit. Okay, so let's actually attack here, pull you back, and Manfred can just kind of keep being bald and angry. Let's go after the Siren. Manfred can attack it as well on his little Hell Steed. And let's get you guys to move up to the point. So let's do this, and get the dogs to counterattack here. We're chasing down the Siren of Red Ruin, and let's move up there. Manny has successfully hunted. So we'll get you guys to go here, and a couple of you guys can move up to do battle here, and do battle here. All right, so Manny is ready to go. Ooh, Manny, we got to watch out. He took a little bit of damage there. All right, a little bit of Joe DiMaggio. Okay, let's attack here. We can get this. Nibble, do this. Looks fine. And we just need to save up for the overcasted invo there, which is going to be the play. All right, so how's Manny looking? Can we overcast this yet? Not yet. Okay, no problem. Let's get you guys to come in. Let's get these Cryptors back. Let's let the zombies move in there. And we have the White King's Scab Scraith. So we're going to get the Scab Scraith down the line there. And get these Scab Scraith down the line here, although that's probably going to hit some of my own units, which is a shame. All right, let's overcast this. Let's get in there, and let's get the Dire Pack to go feast, and let's get these guys back here too. We got the Gaze of Nagash shotgun, which is going strong. Cryptors, you guys move in and fight. Let's move you guys back this way, and we do get nailed with the Soul Stealer of the Gods. Yeah, we do get nailed with that. So let's fight the Dark Riders real quick. Pull these doggos around. And as far as this goes, let's get the Sternsmen moving up. I think that's going to be helpful here. Manfred's trying to take down this wizard here, but while he's in combat, he does have his Sword of Unholy Power, which is pretty sweet. So let's actually have you guys do this. Yeah, Manny's almost gotten down the Siren of Red Ruin. Almost. We got to get away here. It's a little bit dodgy. And cool. So we break those units. Let's go get the Siren of Red Ruin. We're keeping the value kind of close, actually, which is good. And we're going to get the doggos to go hunting. Hopefully we can just route that thing. And the Cryptors, man, it's going to be hard to get some of these. We can pull back. Let's just get the Gaze from Nagash to snipe that thing and call it a day. All right, some more Cryptors. Let's come up here. And Manfred with the steel chair. Oh, he probably gets the shatter at the very least, right? Thing's got to be close to shattering. Let's get some doggos to go here and get it. All right, so we're swarming on the back of those units, which is good. The two White Kings are still trading admirably. We have some units here to support them a little bit. We're going to go chase the Siren. We got some dogs back here running, but let's just head off those Dark Riders. Probably this fight is bad for the Cryptors. Let's see if we can get them out and reroute them somewhere else. That side point, we should get it, but he's got us capped pretty well. Despite us being pretty good on value, he's doing very well. So Manny von Baldstein is going to keep running. And Sternsman, we probably rotate to the middle. It's going to be tough. That dragon is going to karate chop us, dudes. It's going to karate chop us pretty bad. We don't have a lot of great answers for those units. Let's get another Cryptor. At least they have armor piercing, right? All right, so you get in and fight those Dread Spears, the dreaded Dread Spears. Manny can start trying to attack the Dragon Lord a little bit. Maybe. That was a good breath attack by Hadri's. Very nice one right there. So let's get these Cryptors in there. We can start attacking the dragon character, just teasing it a little bit, just trying to keep it busy is the game plan. And here we do manage to get the point, I think. And he has a Corsair unit there. Okay, so Manny's going to run away now. He got the dragon's attention, so he's no longer interested here. Let's get a little Scab Scraith going through those, which is going to be good. Got Cryptors coming on up. And, yeah, we don't have, like, the most useful support spells here. Though the White Kings are getting a good bump and grind going. All right, so that looks good for us. We do get this point, so let's pull back to it. And up here, how's this looking? We got some doggos that can come back and do their thing here. Maybe this is a Feasters in the Dusk opportunity. I'm glad we're having actually a close game. All right. And maybe, do we do just the big invo right here to heal everybody up? We need to wait for the Soul Stealer and just counter that, I think. Yeah, just counter the old Soul Stealer. All right, so we got that side point. I think we hold it adequately well. Although he does have some units coming back in. We probably need a dire dog over there. I'm going to save up my WOM so I can Alpha Strike. So we're going to have you, and then you can get in there. And let's just get a doggo here in a second. And where's he at? Come on, come on, come on, come on. Doggo, doggo, doggo. All right, so the dogs are going to be let out. Who let the dogs out? Hopefully us. This point is going okay. It's got some Dark Riders over there. I'm hoping the Feasters in the Dusk will get the job done. We got the sneaky. We got some Cold One Riders. I could start trying to snipe the Lord, but I don't know. Is it even worth it? Probably not. We're just going to start Spirit Leeching some of these targets. Yeah, we're just going to start the old Spirit Leech Razzle Dazzle. All right, so you guys keep fighting against those friggin' Blackguard who just cannot hear a bell. They don't know what a bell is. So we'll do that and Spirit Leech you guys. And Manny can come in and help out a little bit versus these guys. I don't think it's a bad idea. Feasters in the Dusk over here doing well. Do we have the good Dire Pack? We don't, but if we can charge those Dark Riders, that's going to be very nice. All right, so on the middle, the Sternsmen are duking it out. Dragon Man is on its way over, which is a little bit dodgy. We do have a lot of dudes here. Uh-oh, Manfred, you better get ready to run, homie. He's getting balled. He's pissed. We're value trading well, I would say. Considering the circumstances, this is not a bad value trade. I really needed something to kill the Blackguard, but that's my lack of practice with these guys, right? I just didn't acknowledge that was an important thing. All right, so we do steal the side point, probably. I don't have good answers against his elite infantry, though. That's a big issue. I guess some Blood Knights are cute, but like, how am I going to deal with these elite halberds? I think we just get a big overcasted heal in the middle and just try and hope the grind goes well. So let's do that. Did I cast it? No, I didn't. Okay, great. So let's do this. Do an overcasted heal right there. As far as the side point goes, it's not going super great, but we do get that fat heal there, which is good. Maybe a Gaze of Nagash is going to be respectable here. I'm not sure. Let's call around the top. He gets a big Soul Stealer. Very well played. Yeah, I need some Graveguard Great Weapons or like something to deal with those guys, man. I just have nothing. Go White Kings. And the White Kings have Scab's Great still, so we can do that. All right, so let's do that. We get a Gaze of Nagash down the pipe. Oh, that Gaze of Nagash actually did good damage. That was really good. All right, let's hunt these guys down. And is this like a Hex Wraith situation? Is it? I don't think so. Those dreaded Dread Spears are hanging in there. And we hopefully can hunt these guys. Not going to happen. I think he's got it. GG, well played. That was actually a really good match. I didn't expect to do that well, but we just barely kind of traded value okay in the beginning. We're going after the dragon character. We have you, so let's just get you in the trees over there. And Manny's trying to duke it out with the Lady of the Night, but she's going to be a little bit too strong. Yeah, the Gaze of Nagash actually wasn't terrible there. Let's get some Blood Knights. See if we can maybe swing some value somewhere. I seriously doubt it, though. So Manny's going to go hunt those down. We have the Feasters in the Dusk, so we'll get them behind. And maybe another Gaze of Nagash on the elite units, right? That could be it. I don't think we can get those guys. Yeah, Shock Cav are okay here. I don't know if that's what we were missing. I think we were missing tools to kill his infantry. Because we went really wide and we were fairly squishy. He's coming after Manfred now with the dragon. But Manfred's, he's no slouch. If the fight continues there, we might be able to do something. We still have the Sternsmen fighting. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Sternsmen are definitely like Chad units. They're pretty rad. All right, let's get some Dire Pack out there. Maybe the Blood Knights come in and do a little bit of punishment. Maybe. Manny's actually going fisticuffs with that dragon. I gotta be careful about this because the prevalence of all the halberds. Maybe we just consolidate in on the 1 point we do have and run away here. So let's pull back and we get the doggos. This is the Dire Pack, so let's get them on those Cold One Knights. We'll rinse and repeat and kind of pull away here. And let's start Spirit Leeching that big character. Maybe if there's like a slim chance it's gonna come down to the Lord just, screwing up somehow. We do lure his Cold One Knights into a bad fight, which is good. We got the Feasters in the Dusk hanging in there. And do we have any more mobility? We do have some. All right, great. It's mainly going to be doggos here. We do manage to Blood Knight his mobility, which is excellent. So they should be broken here in a second. They're at -2. Did they stabilize? No, they did not. Okay, great. So we're going to go here. Keep the Feasters in the Dust going here. Manfred is going to keep going after the Lord. And do we want Fellbats for any reason? Fellbats wouldn't be bad for like chasing down these repeater cavalry. Alright, so the Crows of Cain are here. They're going for it, and they're going to be battling the Doggos. But the Blood Knights should sandwich them. Manny's being bald and angry and doing great work. And do we rear charge into these units? I think we do. Yeah, we don't need to chase those guys off into another dimension. So that's going to be a Soul Stealer. The Blood Knights do sandwich the Crows of Cain. We have gotten a fair amount of healing. Maybe I need to start like playing for a side point here a little bit. Alright. So let's get that. And the Blood Knights get in. We do hit these Dark Riders. Cool. And do we fight? Maybe we fight a little bit. Manfred does have the hunger, right? So that's good. We fold that position up, no problemo. And now the Dire Pack can move out this way. Let's have you bats go here. And then we got a little bit of haggard blobbing coming in the woods here. We're gonna, make one last desperate play for it and see what we can get done. But I don't know how I kill his Black Guard. Those things are just raid bossing me here. All right, Manny, this is the time of heroes, dude. We need you to beat up this Supreme Sorceress. And you know what? He's actually really not doing a bad job. I am thoroughly impressed with our boy Manfred here today. Let's get some Crypt Horrors coming out. No, do we have enough? Not yet. Okay, so zombies are going to get stuffed here, which is fine. And I think he's just got us. Really, really good match, though. I'm very happy with that. Considering we're learning, we put up a good fight against a great player, so I'm very happy with that. I would probably bring not Death Magic, but maybe Shadow, like double Melkoths to spam down on the Black Guard and on the Repeater Cavalry. So I'd probably go Vampire with Lord of Shadows. Would be what I want to do. But even if Hadri's or I crash here, I'm just going to give him the win. So, because he won this game. So, you win, no P. He's typing to me right now. Yeah, but you win. GG. Yeah, it looks like our game crashed for both of us, actually. So, not a problem, though. We're going to just give Hadri's the win there, because there's no way we can get the points back in time. Blood Knights, Buna just got nerfed, actually. Buna's not as good as it used to be. Yeah. But dude, look at Manny, though. He's been, like, beating up this dragon all game. He's at 3,700 value, man. Manfred with the steel chair. He's doing really good. It's the Gazem to Gash, right? So, sniping the what's it called? We'll just jump out of this game. It's all good. Yeah, for sure. All good, though. So, Gazem to Gash was really good. I might need to just force quit my game because I think it's straight up frozen. Gazem to Gash insta-killing the Medusa was a really good tech, actually. Because Medusas are very powerful right now, so you can pretty much always expect one. That was a big opening for us. But we didn't bring any magic that could deal with his Black Guard. That was a problem. I could have brought Buna and Manfred too. Even though it did get nerfed, maybe it's still an option. I'm not sure. Yeah, Hadri's played great, though. He was a good game, of course. Really, really solid match. Really, really solid one. One gaze for each fresh. Yeah. Maybe I just need to use the gazes on them. I didn't realize how good gaze would be against those units. Okay. No worries. It happens. All right. So chatting, doing a little bit of admin work. Score should be getting reported now. We're restarting. Yeah, we needed the Tide to win that game, guys. Clearly. Yeah, we were using Gaze to mainly snipe things, and it was very good. But yeah, it seems better than Winds of Death, because the dual-purpose utility of it. Yeah, should have been used it more on those guys. Homing Missile spell is busted against infantry right now. Yeah, it goes to show. I'm a little rusty. But yeah, it was a good match. Really good match. Where are we at? Okay, so let's see. We have a small chance of making it on a tiebreaker. Probably not, though, since it's such a big tournament. You got a win today. Congratulations, William. Yeah, Gaze of Nagash would be very, very good. We did it at the end of the game. We realized it a little bit late, but it's our problem. We're a little bit rusty with the old counts. So Hadri's is undefeated on the Druki. Hadri's, go ahead and report that score, by the way, boss. Unsummoned tech on Manny was next level. Yes, literally the one thing that holds the vampire account glued together was there. Okay, so looks like we're out of the running. Our tiebreakers weren't very good. It's all good, though. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. I'm excited to cast some games. So 3-1 with counts today. Hitman Hippo looks like he's there with his tiebreaker being that good. Isabella von Karstein, can't she be brought as a hero now? Like if you bring... No, she can't, no. Yeah, she's okay. If you want to use the Blood Chalice of Bethorai to heal like White Kings or, you know, Banshees, but I think it's a bit of a subpar thing. Manfred is probably better. Just flying around and cackling on his beast. Truly forbidden tech. I know. The unsummon was my favorite part of the stream. That was super great. Okay, refreshing to see how close we are to top 4. So now we're going to cast the semifinals, and then we're going to cast the grand finals for today. And that'll be that. So we'll see who is able to pull this one out. Okay. So I don't know. Subutai is currently top 3 with a good tiebreaker, I think. I think he's still playing in his game. Yeah, most of the matches are coming to a conclusion now, so we just need to wait another maybe 5 minutes, I would say. And we'll probably be there. No, Subutai is playing Hippo right now. Okay, so that's the spot for top 4. But Subutai's tiebreaker is pretty good. Is anybody that I played still playing? Doesn't look like it. Oh, Sterngard is. Okay, if Sterngard wins, and who else? Maybe I have a chance at top 4. It's very slim though, very, very slim. But what races remain? Let me go ahead and check. So I'm seeing what these folks are typing here. Yeah, we have to see what the top 4 is going to look like so far. Okay. Turin and probably a legit drop. Okay, so go ahead and send me replay. Okay. Hippo, you are basically guaranteed top 4 with Subutai. Yeah, so it looks like there was a crash between Subutai and Hippo, but Hitman Hippo is basically guaranteed top 4 probably. All right, so we had 2 players crash. This is taking me back to the old land battle days. I basically have to see if the 2 players... Okay, let's do this. And then I need to hide this real quick. So 1 second, guys. So we had a dual crash. We had 2 people crash. So we need to go look at the replay and see what the outcome was going to be. Because if you crash, typically you need a judgment call at that point. If it's not early in the game. And both players kind of feel like they maybe had a chance. So, all right, let's do that. And then we go back here, do this. Okay. So it was Nurgle versus Beastman, it looks like. Interesting. Always fun. And let's get the blocker off. So right now we're going to be evaluating a game to make a judgment call. If it was too close to call, then we would do it. But you're both likely top 4 anyways. All right. So I'm checking it out. Let's see what's cracking here. Total War has always had a lot of technical jank. It's like one of the coolest RTS games ever, but it does have a lot of technical jank. Like more drops and crashes and bug lobbies. Yeah, I don't know. I wonder if it has something to do with mods and things like that. And it could be the maps, maybe. You never know. You notice you crash more right after the patch. Yeah, could be. It's Morbin time. All right, so I'm going to be fast forwarding this, guys. So we have Subutai and the Beastman and Hitman Hippo. They both crashed. Apparently it looked like Subutai was going to win it. But it was like maybe Hitman Hippo could have come back. So we need to evaluate it. So I'm just going to be fast forwarding this game. So yeah, bear with me, guys. Yeah, you get to see more or less rapid fire. Not going to be doing commentary here. Just going to be watching. As you have, he's got Traderkin and Enfeebling Foe versus a Exalted Lord of Change is pretty good. Granted, Ungor Raiders are very good against those things. So looking at the points initially, we do see old Subutai up to a minor value lead, but the blues or the pinks actually able to do a good job against the little Ungor Raiders there. So yeah, he's using a lot of pinks, but look at this. Actually kind of a cool game. We got a Jabberwocky here. So, yeah, Jabberwocky's there. But, ooh, Soul Grinder of Tzeentch. Or Slanesh, the anti-large grinder, to counter the Jabberwocky. Okay, I don't hate that. But, oh, man, okay, this is bad. If that Great Unclean One dies, that's probably just, like, going to be a death sentence here. But he gets away. The Jabberwocky escapes. He's able to float away. Looking at the objectives, we do see Subutai with the caps here. Centaur's in the back on top of the blues, but being countered by Screamers as well. Yeah, it seems like a close game, honestly. The value is really, really tight. But we're still, I don't know when the crash happened. It's probably way later in the game. So the Slanesh Soul Grinder getting its butt kicked by the Archer plus the Jabberwocky. And there are going to be Centaurs as well as Minotaurs with great weapons being called in. And we see the big Chungus here, the Great Unclean One. He's going to get peppered pretty damn hard right there. And he's taking it, but that fat heal is very, very good. The Fleshy Abundance is pretty insane. Malagor's just flying around doing the old Flock of Doom. So we do see the big man getting popped again by the Archer. Subutai with pretty good awareness on that, but Hippo also doing a pretty sound job of keeping that thing alive. Screamers in the back, very annoying, the Shrieking Sky Rays, but they do get caught by some infantry, which is not what they want. Malagor fighting it out. We see the Great Chungus is here, and Subutai does get the back objective. No, he had it. But now it goes back to the Demons of Chaos. Okay, so Demons of Chaos get that. Jabberwoocky's on the run. Subutai going to be using Centaurs to probably screen that out, I would imagine. Yeah, it looks like it is. Jabberwocky survives. And the Exalted Great Unclean One is probably dead here. Yeah, he's going to die. So Malagor gets the Great Unclean One. That immediately makes me think Beastmen have the advantage for sure. You know, the demons are going to be a lot squishier, but we got to see what this looks like as we get closer. So Beastmen take that objective. You got Blackhorns, Ravagers, and Zangors coming out. And that's a lot of capture weight. Beastmen do have the Jabberwocky. He's still killing a lot of these infantry. Look at that Jabberslythe. He didn't hear no bell whatsoever. About 1,000 points here. Man, I can't help but feel the Beastmen have the lead here. It's a lot of Zangors, a lot of leadership. And Centaur's up on the point as well. Is there any threat on the back point? Doesn't look like it. We got more Zangors being called in. Plague Bears are pretty chad. But for me, that looks like I would probably rule that as a Beastman victory. I mean, they have their Lord. They have a lot of magic damage Zangors and Centaurs and capture weight. We see a couple blues coming in. But overall, the Beastmen were up by like 250 points. They probably could have forced it into a triple cap situation and then ended up winning. So, yeah, I'm going to give that to Subutai there. Yeah, that was definitely for the Subs. Sounds good. Subutai, port win. Close game. But I think Beastmen had edge. All right. So Subutai wins that one. You had that. Okay. Looking good. Yeah, it was a good match. That was a good game. I think Beastmen just barely had it, though. Killing the Great Unclean One is a pretty death... and Beastmen still had magic, too. They had Flock of Dooms. They had Malagor. They didn't have any leadership issues. There was a lot there that looked better for Beastmen. Yeah. So GG, well played. GG, well played. Yeah, but regardless, don't feel bad for Hitman Hippo. He's going to make top 4 anyways. Hitman Hippo won our last major tournament, our essentially our ever chosen. He won the Community Clash, Chaos Clash. So that was pretty fat. All right, so that's going to get reported here. Subutai is going to do the score. And there's going to be some happy moves in the top 4, guys. Yeah, the happy moves echo in the distance. They do. God, okay, Skaven are beating Ogres. That's good. So at least we know we're safe in that regard. We're secret and we're safe. All right. Check it out here. Let's refresh this. Let's check to see. And we have a couple games still wrapping up here. Just a couple. Top 4 is looking like it's going to be... oh, wow, there's actually 4 undefeated players. Actually, 4 undefeated. Let me make sure. So Ulrich Rahl might have made top 4 as well. So let me double check that to make sure that was right. I could have sworn, did he win all his games? Yeah, he won that one. Yeah, he did win all his games. Nice, well played. But that game was pretty decisive. We have 4 undefeated, I think. Yeah, let me check. I think we're all good to advance our top 4 actually, because if we just have 4 undefeated players, then it doesn't matter. So let me just double check Fistful to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nice. Okay. So going to advance the top 4 here. Okay, and let's do it. All right, so we got our top 4, ladies and gentlemen. Let's advance it on, and the other players can report their scores after. All those big tourneys? No, they're on my channel now. No, so all the major CA big official ones are going to be on my channel from here on out, for at least for the domination stuff. So the last couple are up on the channel. You can see them. They're if you go back in live streams, they'll be pretty easy to spot them. Yeah, righty. So we got our top 4. And let's go see who's there. All right. So top 4 of today's tournament is going to be Subutai versus Ulrich Rawl and Fistful versus Hadries. All right. So Subutai versus Ulrich and Hadries versus Fistful. Fistful, I think is his name. What is his name? Got like a funky name there. Okay, he's got one of the beginner tags. Got it. All right. RTK, I know that. Let me see if I can find him here. Can't quite find him in the Discord. So let's watch the Dark Elf game. I know Ulrich sometimes has a little bit of lag, so we're going to let Subutai and him display in peace. Lobby code, please. Casting your game. All right, so Fistful. I don't know where he is. I can't find him. I cannot find him. So yeah, Hadries, we're going to cast your Dark Elf versus... Let's see what Fistful's playing. So send me a lobby code if you can, Hadries. And what is Fistful playing? Where is he even? Is he going under a different name or something? Okay, I'm looking here, looking... Oh, it's you. Oh, it's Dark Age Rush. Okay, he's playing under a different name. Got it. Got it. All right, no problem. Okay. Okay, so now we're going to have Hadries versus Fistful. It's going to be, is it a Grand Cathay? Yeah, so Dark Age Rush, we just casted a Grand Cathay game the other day on the channel. That was really good, and it was Dark Age Rush. So he's a Cathay main, so we have Dark Elves versus Grand Cathay. Okay. So Wenda says, turn for Old World Chowie Sorcerer on a Bale Torch with melee weapon. No, I don't bring fancy weapons on them, because they only have 3 attacks, and their weapon skill isn't that high. I use them more for support characters, and then let the bull do most of the damage. No, I'm good, darling. No, all good. So it's going to be Dark Elves versus Grand Cathay here. The dreaded Dark Age Rush is upon us. Yeah. For Chaos Dwarves, I actually, in my Chaos Dwarf tabletop list, I use a sorcerer. I use a Black Orc war boss for my fighting character on a Wyvern. So he's on the Wyvern because he's a much better fighter than the Sorcerer Prophet. Granted, you can kind of kit the Sorcerer Prophet out with like combat by giving him the like good assailment spells and things like that, but I don't like sending my mages into melee unless I really have to. It's okay, Dark Age. I can fix it for you. Yeah, I'll fix it for you one of these days. Yeah, Cathay vs Dark Elves has been a long time. This should be a fun matchup. All right. Yeah, no problem. Fun one today though. The Haggard Vampire accounts. They were fun to play. Probably not a faction I would main. I like to have, I don't know. I like Khorne more. Kind of like play similar, although vampire counts can definitely be pretty troll with the tar pitting and the magic usage. Probably got to abuse magic more, like abuse like Gaze of Nagash and those type of things. You check out the vampire lady here in the future. She has multiple sources of self-healing. Yeah, she's not bad. She's not bad, Anthony. Okay, so we're going to be on Chateau de Roquefort. It's a bad map for cannons. No, yeah, Edge of the Darkwood. That could be the map too. This is a better map for cannons. So Cathay definitely wants Edge of the Darkwood, I think. And Subutai is going to go play Ulrich, so they're going to duke it out. And that is going to be, I don't know what Ulrich's playing. Let me just double check this real quick. Ulrich Rawl is playing Tzeentch. So we have Tzeentch versus Beastmen on the other side and Dark Elves and Cathay. I mean, Overall, I think this patch, the meta diversity with some of the restrictions we put on is pretty good. Like every one of these SFTs, we're having like more or less different factions. It's not like previous patches where you would see like one or two factions kind of cycle through SFT victories. So that's cool. I don't know about this matchup, honestly. It's going to be weird. I think that the cannons will be pretty big. I have no idea. It's not one I've seen in ages, so we're going to be learning here together. Skaven for the next SFT, huh? The rats, 36%. You want to see the rattos? I'll practice them a little bit off stream and see what we can figure out. Yeah, so Autumn, to answer your question, in tabletop, the Chaos Dwarves are allowed to bring a Black Orc Big Boss as well as one unit of Black Orcs. And they have a bunch of goblins, like Hobgoblins too. But you can bring a Black Orc unit and a Black Orc Big Boss. So you put him up on a Wyvern and it gives you a really good combat character on Chaos Dwarves. Yeah, sounds good, Thomas. Yeah, sorry we disappointed you last time. Yeah, we tried. I think Skaven have won the poll. I don't think we need to leave it up too much longer. So the next stream we're going to play Skaven. Yeah, they have a solid 5% victory and with a lot of votes. So the next SFT is going to be Skaven. I'll practice them a little bit in the next few days, see what I can figure out. No practice off stream? You just want me to learn on the spot? Okay. Hey, thank you, Synthwave Server. I appreciate it. Appreciate the tenor, man. Oh, don't worry about it. Yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah, YouTube ads are super annoying, so I completely understand. Thank you for your support, man. Wood Elves? Yeah, Wood Elves would be interesting. I don't know how I would play them. I'd probably use Orion like every single game. He's my favorite Wood Elf character. If Cathay brings a Satang, Dark Elves are mostly cooked. You think so? I think that's more of an issue in land battle. I think in Dom it's not as bad. We'll see though. We will see. I think we probably do see a Satang though. Yeah, like how do the Dark Elves effectively deal with that? Dark Riders closing the distance maybe, but that's not easy. I do think, yeah, you're onto something there. I think Satang is probably really good in this matchup. Probably going to be real strong, like practice and test. How do you join the tournament? So there's a couple steps. You just need to join our Discord, number one. And once you join our Discord, you go to this website, which we made, which is called TotalTavern.com. It's a Total War competitive esports website that I put together. So tournaments are hosted on here. So once you're in the Discord, you sign up. And as you play in tournaments, you climb our leaderboard here. So you can see it keeps track of your wins and your losses. And you also unlock faction avatars depending on what faction you're playing. So it's pretty cool. And yeah, so for example, you have a new player tournament tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. my time. You go and you click sign up for the tournament. And then 1 hour before the tournament starts, you check in. You click the check-in button and then you're good to go. From there, just read the rules here and you communicate with your opponent in the Discord. So you need to be in the Discord to chat with people. Granted, this is being run by Human Boy, so it would be his Discord. But for most of them on here, it would be my Discord. Yeah. And that's what you do, man. Yeah, pretty straightforward. Always a good time. All right. So they're still working out their builds, which is totally fine. Yeah, I think Mel Gibson has 360 line of sight now. I'm pretty sure he does, yeah. CA should, all the heroes from, let's see. Not sure what you're saying there, but all good, man, all good. Oh, Ragnarok Lair. Okay, so they were still doing the map bans. This is a much better map for Dark Elves probably because they have trees to hide behind. So they can hide behind some of the, away from some of the Cathay shooting. Granted, Cathay can bring bows. They can go like Jade Warrior crossbows or Peasant Bowmen, you know, to trade into the Dark Riders, the Repeater Cav. Then use Jade Lancers and Peasant Horsemen to defend maybe? Not sure. Yeah, all these missile blockchains. Speaking of Chuck Norris's, I've been having so much fun playing Company of Heroes and just playing the U.S. Army Rangers. They're literally, it's like everyone else is playing a World War II game and you're playing a Chuck Norris movie. It's like one of those Rangers just like steamrolls through so many enemy units. It's so much fun. Yeah. Human Boy runs his events out of the Under Empire Discord. It's a whole other Discord. Yeah, and he does land battle exclusively pretty much. Same him and Dov. I think as far as Dom goes, we have a lot of domination hosts who host tournaments. It's not just me. Like I host maybe one a week, sometimes two, but there's like on Total Tavern you'll find 5 or 6, you know, yeah, probably between 3 and 5 domination tournaments a week. And how it works is at the end of the season, once you climb to top, if you're in the top 16 when the season ends, you get a spot in usually a major tournament that'll have a big prize pool and all that good stuff. Yeah. Daybach's afraid of the Rangers. He knows. We've suffered at their hands. It's pretty fun. It's like Chuck Norris in Delta Force. Do you guys remember that movie? How many of you guys remember Delta Force? Oh, I wish we could watch it without... That's one thing. Yeah, just like that one clip. Delta Force, Chuck Norris. Hold on. Here it is. Yeah. So this is the movie Delta Force with Chuck Norris. It's so freaking haggard. And yeah. Like, look at this glory. He's like a special forces guy and he's just rocking like a power mullet. It's pretty great. And I think it has like a Lee Marvin. He has the guy. Like, is this older gentleman, and he's got like a partner in crime who's like probably 75 years old on a spec ops mission. Oh God, look at that, 1986. It's just pure glory. Look at that man. Oh, that mustache is powerful, dude. That's like a natural muscular physique, right? No steroids, just pure Chad. Yeah, Chuck was the man. Oh, he is the man. He's still around. All right. I love Delta Force. The very end of the movie when he's on the motorcycle and he shoots the rocket out, that's like the funniest shit ever. Oh, it's so good. That is what I want to be when I grow up. Here comes Lee Marvin. He's always drunk and angry. Yeah. Yeah. Mullet-based violence. It's not a buddy cop movie. It's Chuck Norris is trying to take down the terrorist, yeah. And I can't quite remember where it takes place, but Old World Channel will be in the summer, yeah, in the summer. We're getting pretty close. Mountain Miniatures, yeah, I've watched a lot of their stuff. Not as good as Delta Force with Larry the Cable Guy. I don't know if I know that one, Pone. You might have had a reference, I don't know. All right, we're loading into the match, guys. Yeah, Delta Force is really fun. Missing in Action is a really fun series with Chuck Norris, too. That's like a Vietnam War Chuck Norris. And, oh my God, there's some really ridiculous things. There's like a scene where Chuck Norris... What was that? Yeah, well, of course Walker, Texas Ranger is just God tier Chuck Norris, but there's a scene in Missing in Action when Chuck Norris gets like captured and they string him up like upside down and he's like hanging and they put a bag over his head because basically they're torturing the prisoners. They are getting like feral rats and putting them in the mask in the bag, like in the prisoners, like right next to their head, and the rats are like chewing their eyes out and shit. And, you know, it's gnarly, right? But they put the rat in Chuck Norris's bag, and Chuck Norris just like they take the bag off his head, and he just has the rat in his mouth. And his like hands are tied and shit. It's like the most ridiculous thing ever. Oh my God. Yeah, a lot of prep for the channel, getting armies together, all that good stuff. Yeah. Thank you, Smotown. Appreciate that, dude. All right. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. If I could use the Eyes of the Ranger theme song like as the channel theme, I would. I would play that before every stream. It's so good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are in the semifinals. It's going to be Hadrius and the Dark Elves facing off against Dark Age Rush on the forces of Grand Cathay. Certainly will be a lot of fun, but this is our semifinal match, and Hadrius is going to be rocking a wide core of Druchii Troopers, because Blackheart Corsairs will massively outtrade Jade Warriors. Their damage output in tandem with their durability is pretty good. So, yeah, we got Corsairs, Bleak Swords, and it is going to be a double Melkoth caster, I think. Yeah, so Hadrius is rocking the double Melkoth caster, which is quite nice. This spell does good damage against a lot of the Jade Lancers, Jade Warriors, anything of that caliber, and they're also small targets. And then we got Malice Meanblade on the other side as well. All right. So Malice is a nice little assassin. You know, if he can go fight Satang, he will win. It'll take a long time, but he'll get the job done. He's very sticky, very tough to remove, and has 2 lives. So it is going to be Malice Meanblade. Now, on the other side, we are going to be rocking the forces of Dark Age Rush. He is a Satang enjoyer. Every replay he sent me is pretty much Satang. So we got Jade Warriors in the front, backed up by the Jade Warrior crossbows, some Peasant long spears, and the Iron Dragon is a really good choice here. Iron Dragon, Uncle Eero of Warhammer. He is able to use the Dragon's Breath. Oh, he's doing some cool shit now. Look at that. But yeah, Dragon's Breath is really good against the Druchii infantry. So if we're talking Bleak Swords and Dread Spears and, you know, Shades, Dark Shards, all those units, it will do a whole bunch of damage. So I like that one quite a bit. And last but not least, Satang. Satang is an excellent sniper, and that's why Hadrius went wide. He was concerned about getting sniped by Satang with valuable targets. So he's going to be going wide and just trying to win on objectives, which is what I did in my first game against Chaos Dwarves. When I knew I couldn't like fight them straight up, I was like, okay, we're going to win by battlefield control, which is always fun. So here they come. Zhao Ming, the Iron Dragon, is going to be surging forward. And Sei Tang, the Watcher, is going to be trying to snipe the Sorceress of Shadows. Oh yeah, here we go. You guys are just here for this. Oh yeah, in the downtown shot. He does hit the Sorceress of Shadows, but like that thing only costs like 500 gold, so it's not really a big deal. Still, Hadrian doesn't want to lose it, but overall, not the end of the world. So objectives are open. New domination. The objectives open very quickly. And Sei Tang with another shot, though. He's picking off this Supreme Sorceress. She for sure wants to hide in the trees. Just park her in the tree line here, and she's going to be chilling out. Grand Cathay calling in Jade Lancers on the far side to try and help on the objectives. But Hadrian does have Dread Spears, which should be able to handle them pretty decisively. And another shot and a breath attack. Dark Age Rush really on point with his targeting there. That was very, very clean. And we do see the Bleak Swords advancing up, trying to get in position, while the Corsairs are going to be trying to stuff Grand Cathay in as well. So Hadri's will for sure be securing most of the objectives. The way Cathay is playing, they're not really contesting. Oh my god! And the Steel Chair with Sei Tang nails those Blackheart Corsairs and does like 70% of their HP. Super gross. Now, Miles Darkblade's going to be getting nailed by Sei Tang the Watcher as well. Currently, he's going to be sitting at about 750 value. But this man's on a mission, dude. This guy is Chuck Norris in Delta Force. He's coming. Missing in action, whatever you want to say. Walker, Texas Ranger. The eyes of Malice are upon you. And Malice Darkblade's going to be tying up Sei Tang for the foreseeable future. And the Dark Elves are going to be maintaining a triple cap for probably the foreseeable future. We got Coldwood Knights coming in from Hadri's. Coldwood Knights will absolutely destroy Jade Lancers in combat, and also with the Sorceress, with Melkos, it's going to be even more decisive. And now Sei Tang is basically just ignoring Malice and just in guard mode, and he's ripping shots at the Blackheart Corsairs, which are going to be moving into the backfield as Sei Tang continues to unleash his volleys. Malice Darkblade, though, a little bit tied up in the Peasant Spearman, and now we see the Iron Dragon, Uncle Eros, coming in. And he could be in a little bit of danger as Dark Age Rush does get off to a pretty big lead, but all 3 points are owned here by Old Hadri's. And this is where Cathay can really, really struggle. They can really struggle. Yeah, basically Gundam Wing and Warhammer, but the Manticore call-in is good. Manticores will not kill Sei Tang quickly, but they will keep him busy. So that's like looks like it's going to be the plan for Hadri's, as the Manticore is going to be landing to attack Sei Tang there. In the backfield, we do have the Melkos caster waiting in the bushes. Hadri's not really keeping anybody locked down here. We do have the Onyx Crowmen coming out to help, but they probably will be taken apart by the Blackheart Corsairs and the Coldwood Knights. The Manticore is locking Sei Tang in combat. It's doing its best. You know, good Sei Tang players are going to know to put him in guard mode and just shoot anyways and ignore the attacks. But the Bleak Swords do get roasted there, and Sei Tang the Watcher nails that Sorceress of Shadows. Brutal, brutal stuff right there. And yeah, Sorceress at negative 49. Is Cathay doing enough damage to maybe just hard push the Druchii? Now remember, all the damage that's done on Malice potentially can be healed, and Malice is going to be going Super Saiyan here, so he opts to go into his demon form, which is going to make him a better fighter and give him some really powerful abilities. Crows of Cain descending, and even though Grand Cathay does have a lot of good sniping value, they still don't have the points yet, but Hadri's hasn't gotten that many points yet, and Grand Cathay looks like it might be able to get its clutches on this, as the Dark Elves are not on the points with a lot of their units. Definitely Hadri's needs to get these guys back on the point, these on the point, these on the point, and these on the point, and then it wouldn't be getting captured right now. So a bit of a blunder. He's a bit busy fighting, but here in the back we do see the Crows of Cain duking it out with the Crowmen, a bit of a duel of fates, and the Melkoth casters, they've been doing okay this game. Another nice breath attack there, and the Corsairs are heading back to the point, and Hadri's is going to be moving back up, but I think it's going to be a little bit too late. He needs to get it to a triple cap situation and just try and hold ground, that's for sure. So Malice is going after Sei Tang with the Manticore. If they can bring him down, that would be a pretty big catch, and there is going to be the Reaper of Souls, epic. It nails the Jade Warriors, the crossbows, and not going to be getting this unit, but also hits Sei Tang. Sei Tang sitting at a lower amount of health, as the Corsair Troopers are trading reasonably equally. Bleak Swords and Jade Warriors just having a bit of a wet noodle contest. And call-ins for the Dark Elves are going to be what? We do have Cold One Dread Knights. Oh yeah, baby. The dreaded Dread Knights are coming in from the Druchii. And the value gap is kind of closing a little bit. There's some value coming back for the Dark Elves, as a lot of pockets of fighting over the battlefield are pretty even. Definitely need to reinforce Objective 1, perhaps. We do have some Cold One Knights there, and the dreaded Dread Knights are going to be heading to Objective 1 to make sure they don't lose that. Grand Cathay's call-ins currently sitting at about 660 supply, probably just going to be more capture weight stuff. Malice Meanblade is not hearing any bell, and he is doing a lot of damage against Sei Tang. It's not accurate at tracking his damage because it doesn't keep track of his Malice damage when he transforms, which is a little bit janky, but, you know, it is what it is. Manticore is still fighting it out, and looks like Grand Cathay is going to try and overrun. So they're trying to overrun down to this objective after winning the fight. But the dreaded Dread Knights are waiting in the woods, so we're going to see where they go. Maybe they're going to collapse middle. I mean, the Cathay forces are pretty tattered here. A Dread Knight unit could be a big hammer that maybe wins that. Melkoth Caster is being perpetually used. It looks like Melkoth is going to be going down to the Crowmen, and we're going to be seeing the dreaded Dread Knights getting attacked by the huge blob of Cathay. Granted, their spear support, Dread Knights are very good in sustained combat. 50 and 40 with 48 weapon strength is pretty savage. So they'll be able to do well. Granted, Uncle Eero here is going to be a bit of a problem. So Hadri's is allowed to hold on to the bottom objective. I think maybe trying to steal the bottom objective first would have been a better play for Dark Age Rush, but, you know, hard to say. On the low ground here, it is being contested. Dark Elves are pretty considerably behind in value. No healing outside of Malice Darkblade, and the Manticore is still all over Satang. So Satang probably at about 2,500 value, I would guess. No, only 1,400, so Satang has not even come close to paying for himself here, which is interesting because it looked like he was really, really devastating. But I think just like Uncle Eero and the breath attacks and just some of the other elements that Grand Cathay has is what's really doing the heavy lifting. Hadri's could be in trouble, but he does have the opportunity to kind of weasel some value back here with Malice Darkblade. The dreaded Dread Knights continuing to fight, but there are Peasant Long Spears here, so it's not a great fight for them, but they're still mulching a lot of these units. I mean, they're very elite, right? So Collins here are going to be more Cold One Knights. Malice Darkblade has actually killed Satang the Watcher. So Malice Beamblade has gotten the job done. Very, very nice. And Satang goes down to Zarkan, the demon, to Zoltan. Manticore is still alive as well. So now, what are the Dark Elves going to be able to do? They have Malice on the field, they have some Dark Riders here, but overall it looks like Grand Cathay's value lead has been pretty widespread. We do see the Big Dragon Man doing great work. Zhao Ming has been cleaning up a lot of Dark Elf infantry, and the side objective is going to be held as we're going to see Jade Lancers get dominated by the Cold One Cavalry. So the Cold One Knights get in there, and there is going to be a nice Melkoth, which is going to do a bunch of damage, and maybe, just maybe, he's going to be able to hold this. He needs some infantry, though, because the Peasant Long Spearmen will uptrade super effectively into the Cold One Knights here, so that's very tough. So Zhao's still a big problem, but down on the low ground, Malice Beamblade is helping secure this objective, and Hadri's is eclipsing 1,000 points here, so it's getting a little bit dodgy for Grand Cathay. As Malice does clean up those Jade Warriors, the Manticore also helping to clean up. It is going to be more Jade Lancers coming in, but likely to their doom, Colin here is going to be Corsair Troopers to come and try and help out on this point as the Cold One Dread Knights fight off the Spear units. And the Cold One Knights getting a pretty good fight. I mean, they're very tattered here. We do have Crows of Cain. Probably want to get those guys to charge in here too. Rear charge, try and break the leadership of the Peasant Long Spearmen, who are in very, very good shape. I think Hadri's wants to maybe get his Cold One Knights back and just like hug the objective, but not engage until his Corsairs get closer. Malice, it's really important for Malice to try and hold this side, but I don't think he's going to be able to. He does have the Manticore. Malice, of course, eventually will clear out the Jade Warriors. Do we have any Dark Riders being called in? It doesn't look to be the case. But a very, very scrappy game between these two players here. As Dark Age Rush and Grand Cathay are holding firm. We do see the Feral Manticore battling it out versus the Jade Lancers with some Dread Spear support. Malice will probably eventually resecure this objective, but yeah, you got to keep the pressure on him here. So Cold One Knights doing a good job, and the dreaded Dread Knights, I think, finally broke and ran. They managed to get only 600 value, so that feels pretty bad. There was a lot of spears on the table, but the Corsair Troopers moving up on the point, it's going to be tough to remove them. I mean, Iron Dragon can remove a fair amount, but it certainly ain't easy. This is going to be a good capture weight unit. Corsairs, of course, will make very quick work of those Peasant Long Spearmen. On the other side, Malice Beamblade just being tough. He's, wearing down a lot of the Cathay Troopers, but he doesn't have any support, so I think in terms of capturing here, it's going to be tough. We got Bleak Swords heading up to the middle here, and Cold One Knights maneuvering back across. Dark Riders were able to find some prey in the Jade Warrior crossbows, but they do not stand alone. The Harmony is going to be buffing them, and the Peasant Long Spearmen will drag down a whole bunch of these Dark Riders. Cold One Knights with the rear charge, though, maybe breaks the leadership. They are still peasants after all, so being rear charged by a bunch of dinosaurs and velociraptors is a very, very stressful thing, right? Middle objective in flux, though. Sorceress maneuvering over. Hadri's is so scrappy, dude. It feels like he's been on the back foot for so much of this game, but he just continues to fight and accrue little pieces of value wherever he can. Malice, is he going to stay down here and try and clear off these Peasant Long Spearmen? He could, and eventually will, especially if he gets Reaper of Souls. And Hadri's is just, playing 4D chess here. He's planning every play on the objectives. Now, this one will go to Grand Cathay, most likely. They're going to push off the Corsairs. Iron Dragon and the Peasant Horsemen and the remnants of those peasants there will probably get the job done, but Hadri's, as soon as that happens, he just steals the middle as well. So he's able to get the middle right here. We do have Melkoth's Caster still providing a little bit of capture weight, and old Malice Darkblade, man, he's wearing him down. Although Dark Age Rush is sending some healthy halberds over, and the halberds will trade reasonably well into the Blackheart Corsairs, especially with a little bit of peasant support. So Grand Cathay is going to be anchoring that objective, and Malice is going to be heading up here to do this. So this is a triple cap situation for Grand Cathay. However, they have a long time to do it. They have a hell of a long time, but Hadri's is just going to be duking it out in the middle, it looks like. And Dark Age Rush is going to continue his methodical push, trying to get value wherever he can and doing it. So Breath Attack going down on the Bleak Swords here. Malice Mean Blade is lurking in the shadows. He's waiting. Reaper of Souls is activated, so it's going to do some nice AoE damage to everything here. But we do see the Bleak Swords get terror routed. It's a thing. There's a fat dragon over there with 2,200 value. Jade Warriors being parked, so Dark Age Rush taking advantage of his leadership, not leadership, but his value lead, and now parking durable units on the side points. This could be the end for Hadri's, though. Very, very cool to see a Cathay victory. You don't see him terribly often. There's a couple specialists who like playing them, Dark Age Rush being one of them, but yeah, quite a game. Malice, though, going Super Saiyan here, trying to battle Zhao Ming. That's going to be a tall order. He's at 2,200 value, plus probably, I would say, about 3,000 value on Malice, if you take into account the damage he did in his other form. So the Bloodstorm is active. We got Corsair Infantry coming up, as well as Dark Riders, and Hadri's is just going to sound the horn of Helm Hammerhand and try and fight on this objective, which probably will favor Cathay because they have a dragon. So the dragon character, just like in tabletop, very, very scary and frightening. Although not all dragons, just, Zhao Ming and a couple of the other ones are very scary indeed. But the objective here is starting to get going. It's in flux. Will the Dark Elves be able to hold it with the Corsairs? Malice is unbreakable, but he is getting close to dying. He's got only 900 HP left, so probably going to start dying to himself because Zarkan, you would think Zarkan, if he wants to keep rolling, I guess he wants Malice's soul, so he doesn't care if Malice dies. But nonetheless, he is wearing himself down here. So Hadri's holding on to the point. There are some Corsair troopers trying to fight down here, but the Jade Warrior Halberds will probably defeat them. And it's going to be more or less all in on the middle. We do see some units over there that could be rallied to the battlefield. Dark Elves are hanging in there. Malice at 180 HP, no bell whatsoever, but Zarkan is finally going to claim his soul here. And that's probably going to be the end of the road for Hadri's. A very valiant attempt for sure, but Dark Age Rush is going to be securing the game here, and that is going to be GG well played. Cool one. Yeah, it was a good scrap. Very aggressive Cathay. The Seitang was good, but Seitang got about 1,700 value. It wasn't that he was the hard carry. It was probably Zhao Ming was the beast who got the job done. A little bit of shooting, mostly melee Cathay with a lot of cavalry, and Seitang was obviously his ranged. That was going to be doing the job. So objective 1, owned by Cathay. Hadri's doesn't really have much left. So I would imagine he'll probably tap out at this point. Malice Darkblade is fallen. Cathay is going to be doing some unsummoning here. We do see the Peasant Long Spearmen being sent back to the shadows. The Jade Lancers swarm down here, and Zhao Ming claims victory. That was about to be a really good breath attack too, by the way. Nice game. Really good game by those players. That was an awesome one. Pretty awesome game indeed. Yeah, it was a good match. Good match there. I think the build didn't work out quite like Hadri's maybe thought it would. Hard to say. Seitang was definitely a big threat. But Hadri's did a good job keeping him in check at 1,500 value here. Malice 25. Malice was a beast. I love the Malice pick. And no Medusa brought out. Yeah, maybe a Medusa after Seitang died. Maybe bringing out the Medusa. I don't really know. I'm just like tinfoil hatting here. GG, well played. All right, let's see who won the other side. Always well played. And let's refresh that and see if the other side has been reported. That was a fun matchup. It was a fun one. All right, so we have the grand finals lobby, so I'm going to go ahead and set that up right now. And we will do turn finals. Let's host game as a spectator. I remember when they added that feature. That was a fun one. All right, so let's go ahead and get you in here. Finals lobby. And let me know who wins. So we're just waiting for those guys, and we got Beastman versus Zinch on the other side. Yeah, Zhao seems hard for Dark Elves to deal with. Yeah, you put up a good fight, Hadri's. Yeah, I'm sure you'll figure it out eventually. It seems tricky though. You did a great job killing Seitang though. That was very clean. That was a very, very nice execution. Yeah, I don't really know. What about like a Dark Shard spam? What about like 4 Dark Shards with like a huge wall of infantry? Is that just gonna get wrecked by their cavalry? Like, what if you just go like old school Druki, like frontline, the crossbows, and then maybe Cold Knights just to protect them in the back? I don't really know. I feel like Zhao Ming just kills them though. He'll use his breath attack and just roast your archers, right? Yeah. One faction that can kill. Yeah, trying to kill Zhao is kind of pointless, honestly. Yeah, he's just so tanky, incredibly hard to kill. So we're just waiting on the winner of the other side of the bracket, ladies and gentlemen, and then we go into the grand. This is the grand finals now, so they will do it. No, the Shade Great Weapons will just get cooked by Zhao too, probably. Remember when Zhao used to heal full health? That was gnarly. Oh, that's right, Hadries. You have there's the Crowmen. Yeah, I forgot about the Crowmen. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so you're just not that's not going to work. You know, honestly, it might just be a bad matchup, Hadries. It might just be one that's not great, maybe winnable, but very difficult. No, very difficult. All right, so let me just go fetch some water. I'll BRB. You know, Cathay gets wrecked by a lot of factions, but yeah, maybe Dark Elves isn't one of them. All right, I'll BRB. All right, I return. Yeah, chariots are kind of in a weird place in this game, except the dreaded Kissel of War sleds. Those things are just busted. But yeah, a lot of like light chariots are just kind of haggard. I found Scourge Runners are such a scourge, as the name would infer, in Warhammer 2. I remember they were so good. Yeah, I guess CA just changed like collision mechanics and mass and did a lot of things in Warhammer 3 that kind of made them bad. It's so funny because chariots and tabletop are so incredibly good. They're very strong. So it's a completely different beast. Executioners, I mean, maybe. What about Blackguard? Like, Hadrius, what about throwing a couple Blackguard in there, right? Like, I mean, Zhao Ming won't kill them easily, and they'll poke him back and also kill the infantry. The forbidden triple Blackguard build, but then Satang might pound them with Windbow, which would feel really bad. Yeah, so it's a tricksy one, man. It's a tricksy one. I'd have to practice that one to figure it out. Also, maybe I think if you have a home objective, Hadries, maybe you win that, maybe. Because the Cathay is really bad at pushing. That map was like they were able to get to the objectives a little quicker, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Windbow will definitely kill them, but maybe it's like a late game call-in. If you get the Blackguard in your like second wave of call-ins, maybe. Like you deal with Satang just like you did, and then you call in some Blackguard, maybe. Just the tinfoil hat, because Cathay is too, or not Cathay, but Satang is too expensive to call in again when he dies. Nobody's going to ever do that, so. Yeah. Perfect. And still nothing on that other game. It must be absolute laggy, miserable game. Who knows? Got him. All right, so Subutai won. That's my boy. Subutai and I are friends IRL. We hang out every couple weeks. Play some Magic, play some Warhammer. Okay, so we're going to get him in there. All right, so it's going to be the Beastmen versus Grand Cathay in the finals. All right. Dude, Hadries, you need the chill of Sontar, bro. The dreaded chill of Sontar. Oh, yes, the forbidden Hydra tech. What if you have two Hydras? There's no way he's going to be able to shoot off that many heads. Double Hydra. Yes. Let it begin. All right. So Subutai should be on his way over. 327. Okay, just talking to Subutai real quick. Is he in the lobby yet? No, he's not. Okay. All right, so he should be here in a moment. So this should be fun. I can't help but feel this is a hard one for the Cathay. Cathay does struggle against aggressive melee factions. They have like powerful infantry. Hey, Turin Lurker here. Just wanted to thank you for the Dune videos. I really enjoyed the game. Yeah, Dune's a lot of fun. I've been taking a bit of a break from it. But I do plan on getting back to it. I do enjoy Dune a lot. It's very, very fun. Yeah. Say Tank's good, but the best elf faction, I don't know. I feel like High Elves have been doing well. Like, when I played High Elves, I felt like I had some good tools. Like, if I had a choice between... High Elves actually do very well in the Grand Cathay, I think, right? Because you have, like, cheap mid-range AP infantry that can dominate them. You have good monsters, right? Like, you can go double monster mash and just, like, dunk on their big targets. You have tons of healing. I do feel like High Elves might be... I mean, Dark Elves are pretty decent, too. It depends on the matchup. Dark Elves are a 51% win rate faction. High Elves are at 42%, but I can't help but feel High Elves might be better. Yeah. All right, here comes old Subutai. Let's get it. It is time he searches for his win against Grand Cathay. Let the cows feast. Subutai's been doing pretty well lately. He won a tournament last week, I think. Or not the last one, but the one before that. The fraudulent win. Anyone else find it weird? Oh, the tourney admin is a good friend of the winning player. Well, the thing is, I'm good friends with a lot of these people. You know, I've been playing Warhammer with, like, you know, Hadries and I are really close. We've known each other for a long time. You know, I think like most of the tournament wins would be invalid if we played by Who's My Friend, because I've been playing with these folks for a long time. Yeah. Yeah, High Elves are definitely better in some matchups. Like, I don't know about you, Hadries, but I've been playing High Elves into Nurgle lately, and I've been crushing Nurgle with High Elves. I don't know why that matchup feels so good, but it's sad that they like made Eltharion the Grim good for like 2 days, and then they're like, they just swatted his hand down. They're like, no, you're not going to be good ever. You have to suffer. Yeah, I'm not going to put a timer on him. I'm good. We're just having fun chilling. We chose Glade of the Everqueen. All right. So, cool. So that's going to be the map. Let's do Glade of the Everqueen. It's going to be the map here. And I'm going to ready up, and we should all be good. Yeah, and Wood Elves were doing really good last season. There was a couple people who were winning a shit ton of tournaments with them. I think Wood Elves are fine. If they gave Wild Riders a good proper buff, that would be really nice. You know what? I'm actually gonna give a little message to the CA channel I'm in to see if they can do that too. Yeah. Also, Wild Riders need some milk. They've been bad for so long. Eltharion isn't being picked so good. Well, Eltharion is actually niche in some matchups, even with his nerf, because he got the HP increase and he has Tempest. So if you're in a matchup where you're trying to control the skies while also having a combat character, Eltharion isn't the worst. I actually don't hate him against Furies because you can Tempest them and then, like, you know, Alpha Strike them and whatnot. But yeah. There must be some important secretary that just loves Kislev. Yeah, I don't know why they never get nerfed properly. I think they have more of a conservative nerfing approach with factions, whereas sometimes it needs to be heavy-handed. But, you know, also they're relying mostly on community feedback, and you have to remember feedback that's being given to CA is coming from the domination people, from land battle people, from campaign players. It's coming from forums, you know, so it's really scattered, right? Like, one thing might be oppressive in land battle, but we don't even care about it here. So they'll sometimes bounce for land battle and for dom, and it's hard to do both, you know. It's really hard to do both. I think that's one of the problems as well. Plus, I think they don't actively play multiplayer. The people who do the balancing, they don't play it. They're just relying on feedback, so they don't have their own sense of it. So if we don't happen to give feedback on something, maybe we forget or we're busy or, you know, it's just not going to get fixed. Unless it's really egregiously buggy or something. Pony never got to use the good Eltharion. I'm so sorry, dude. Yeah, Wildwood Rangers and Doomfire Warlocks. Yeah, they're pretty terrible. They're pretty terrible. You will throw together a little list of units that need some love. We've done that before. We sent them a huge spreadsheet with things that needed some buffs. Yeah, maybe some of that stuff's still valid. Yeah, Kislev is strong in campaign too. Their armies are insane. Like they're tier 1 units, just like the armored Kossars, and like the Kossars with bows are super cost effective. They typically trade really, really well. Let's say, well, we land battle players are certainly agree to nerfing Kislev. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, I'm in there with Dov plays, and Dov and I have been agreeing on pretty much everything. Dov and I have been talking about Kislev needing nerfs, and hopefully they'll listen. Yeah. All right, Grand Cathay is ready. The dreaded Subutai build-up here. But once it starts, it's on. There's no going back. The Bray herd, the cow people, they cometh. By the way, while I have you guys here, I'll have you prisoner. If any of you guys play Warhammer the Old World tabletop, okay, and you live in Southern California, join the Discord and shoot me a DM. One of my buddies is hosting an RTT, and I'm going to be there playing. And if you know how to play and have an army, like I'd love to see some of you guys there. It'd be a lot of fun. Let me check to see if there's spots left. I think there is. Yeah, so we got another 9 spots left in the tournament to sign up. So yeah, if you're interested, just need to know how to play and have an army, and then you will be good. Okay, looking awesome, looking awesome. And the Nurglings will feast. Yeah, it's in the Burbank area, like kind of like Burbank, Pasadena, Glendale. Is Nurgle good? Nurgle's really good. They're definitely a top 5 faction. They're very strong. There was a couple Warriors of Chaos players. Yeah, we had Nurgle. We had, I don't know about Walk. We had Korn. A couple other ones. Sad Grimgore noises. Yeah, no Grimgore today. Turin, I wish my army was only 20% assembled. Well, Jordan, if you assemble your army, just build it. The tournament is in on the 15th, so it's a little less than 2 weeks away. But if you assemble your army, it doesn't need to be painted. You just assemble it, and as long as you're on the square bases, you're fine, Or you have a adapter of some sort. Yeah. Yeah, all the Mono God factions are great. They're all very good. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are. It is going to be Dark Age Rush on the forces of Grand Cathay. Cool to see them in the finals. He's got a lot of Jade Warriors backed up by Jade Warrior crossbows and peasants. Mostly peasants. Okay. So yeah, peasant archers are good against Beastmen. They can keep the Ungor Raiders honest with their range, and there's a lot of light armor on the Beastmen roster. You also have spears in the secondary. The Iron Dragon, no surprises. So he's very good against Beastmen. Even if he didn't have his healing item, you'd probably still see him brought in that situation. So it's going to be fun. Aside from that, we do have a huge legion of beasts on the other side. So yeah, swarming Cathay is always a good idea. Ungors, Pestigors are super good against Grand Cathay. A really nice addition, getting great weapon beastmen. So Pestigors are the ideal choice. Honestly, Zangors are good too, but we got Butchers of Kalkengard and Morgor. So the beastmen are going to be using a really sustainable goon squad here. Well, not goon squad, but just a squad. We got Morgor and the Butchers, who are very hard to kill, and they're going to be anchoring on Objective 3 most likely. Can you record now? Recording the tournament games is hard, because it slows the games down, and a lot of people don't like to be on camera. So, but someday I will, but not at this one. Yeah, I played this tournament before. I actually won the previous tournament tabletop with the Empire, which was pretty rad. This time we're going to be bringing the Tomb Kings, so I'm going to be going a huge legion of Nehakaran warriors, and it's going to be rad. All right, who are you guys rooting for? Is it going to be the Bray Herd, or is it going to be the dreaded Cathay, which is very fun. Cool to see them in the finals. 2 factions you don't see too often in the finals, I suppose. Although Beastmen have probably made more appearances in top 4 than Grand Cathay. So Subutai with his Chariot Caster. He's going to be rocking a Bray Shaman on a Chariot, and he does have Pit of Shades and Melkoths. Very good choice. Melkoths on the Jade Lancers, Pit of Shades on the Archers and Halberds, and you call it a day. You call it a day. Slanesh won at SFT. Yeah, they won about 2 weeks ago. Hadri's won it. Yeah, so he was able to get a really nice win. Really, really nice one there. So the Beastmen have formed up ranks, and Grand Cathay is just marching in formation, staying nice and harmonious. Iron Dragon is going to go look for a prize. Is he going to attack Morker? Really interesting. I mean, sure, he beats Morker, but I feel like it's going to take a while. And also, there will probably be some Ungor Raiders nearby. We'll have to see. So the Iron Chad is looking. These guys are both RTK, I think. I think they're both in the same clan together. So I don't know if they like train together or anything like that, but they're going to be trying their best. Yeah, we see a lot of moves in chat. Seems like the Beastmen have a bit of a fan club here. Now, look at this sneaky by Subutai here. He's got these stalking units coming through the woods to flank the archers, so that's a very, very good Beastman flavor here. Morker, the Pimp Claw, is going to be heading over to the Objective 3 probably to anchor that one down. Meanwhile, Zhao Ming. Oh, look at this. We get Crowmen. The Crowmen and the Peasants are going to be engaged immediately by the Beastman forces. And probably not the best fight here. Like, the Peasants will probably hold... Oh, but the Crowmen rear charging. That's going to be very clean, yeah. So this Beastman pocket is going to get wrecked by the full surround there. So maybe a bit of a blunder by Subutai in the end. It was pretty obvious. Obviously, you could see them running by here, so... Yeah, it was tricky. So the cows are up on the point. We do see the Gore herds, and now the Ungors are engaging on all fronts. Pestigors are engaging, but it looks like Dark Age Rush is getting very good focus fire. He's got Peasant Archers shooting into the Pestigors, which are extremely vulnerable against that type of missile play. And another breath attack. Man, Dark Age Rush playing very, very well with his breath attacks today. He hasn't been missing a beat. And the Beastmen overextending into the Cathay spawn is very risky. They're going to get wrecked, and we do see those two units getting routed. Meanwhile, a beautiful Pit of Shades here by Subutai is going to be nailing those Jade Warriors and doing about 30-40% HP. And the forces of the cows are going to be swarming towards Objective 1. But this is very good for Grand Cathay because they're not triple capped, and they can just kind of value trade at a very, very slow pace here and probably be quite happy. But here comes the Crowmen onslaught. It's going to be problematic. Butchers of Kalkengard grinding versus the Jade Warriors. We got some Pestigors inactive in the back. Subutai definitely needs to move up with those. And Morker has called in a Chaos Spawn to try and shut down the Peasant Archers. So he's going to be using his Chaos Spawn here to try and get her done. And take down, sorry I couldn't help myself, and try and take down the Peasant Archers. Now, Centaurs of Tzeentch would probably be really good in this matchup, right? I feel like maybe mixing in some of those would be a nice play for Subutai. We'll have to see. He does have regular Centaurs coming in. But overall, Grand Cathay is getting a good fight. They routed that Beastman pocket. Their archers are still more or less all shooting. We see Butchers of Kalkengard absolutely surrounded by, a lot of spears, a lot of pointy sticks, and a big scary dragon that hits hard. So Zhao Ming is certainly taking no prisoners. Nice roast there on the Destroyers of Drakewald. Jade Warrior is going to be hustling up here. And ladies and gentlemen, the fighting continues, but it's looking really, really good for Grand Cathay. Looking real, real good here. Pestigors getting peppered by arrows, and the Jade Warriors might even be able to finish them off. Although Subutai doing a good job here disrupting the backfield. It looks like Grand Cathay is going to be taking this objective. And just legions of Cathay units, but they're harmonious. So Crowmen synergize really well with the Warriors because they are Harmony Yang, and the Crowmen are Harmony Yin. So having Crowmen near your infantry is insanely good. So another Pit of Shades on the Halberds. That's a good call. Taking down the good quality troopers. There were a couple of pesties trying to get through these bad boys, but they're just getting peppered by these peasants, so it's probably going to be the end of them. Morker during work, but this could be a GG play here. Subutai blundering his caster here in the backfield. It looks like it gets surrounded by a bunch of Jade Lancers and is going to be getting the fat sausage here. So I don't think it's going to be long for this Earth. And if the Cathay player sees this, he should just pull Zhao Ming over and make sure to get the kill. Because losing your caster at this early in the game is going to be a disaster. Granted, the Beastmen are scrapping, and we do see Subutai trying to claw back on some value, but... Oh, it's the Celestial Lion, dude! The Lion King is here! The Lion is actually really good against Beastmen as a late-game piece because he causes terror, and he has a leadership discouraging effect. So, Subutai with the caster death, probably going to be too much to come back from. We do see Centaurs with Great Opens coming out. I guess that does just what Centaurs of Tzeentch do anyways, and cheaper. So, yeah, Cathay's getting in there, dude. They're feeling, yes, as some of you in chat are saying, very thick. The Bray Shaman getting hunted off is really bad. Without the Bray Shaman dying, it'd probably only be like a 1,500, 2,000 value lead, but that Bray Shaman getting put in the trash can is really bad. But the Beastmen do have the cap advantage, but the score is so close, and Grand Cathay is now marching on the Beastmen home objective. So the units have started to march. Here they come, and the battle is indeed on. So Morker, the Shadow Gave, is back here, and we do see the Centaurs with Great Open swarming into the Jade Warriors here. But yeah, the Beastmen, do they have it? Yeah, they're holding on. It's going to be really tough. It's going to be incredibly tough Losing your caster like that is very, very bad. If the caster had survived, I would say maybe Subutai's still in this game, but I can't help but think with that caster getting put in the trash can that you're going to be having a real rough time here. The Morker is doing good. He's routing things. You know, he's not got much value, but he has summoned 2 Chaos Spawn, which isn't bad at all, and they're making a big difference on the battlefield. More Centaurs on the way in, and the Butchers of Kalkengard haven't heard any bell whatsoever. We do see the Beastmen responding with some Centaurs, not the great weapon variant, so they're going to actually struggle to kill Jades. I mean, they probably can finish off this Jade unit since they're like so beat up, but overall, they'll have trouble finishing off like a full health unit of any of these Cathay Troopers. So how are the Beastmen going to hold the back point? Maybe some Vanguard Gore Herds right here, if he has any. Some Pestigors or Zangors. You know, kind of interesting, like we've seen Pestigors be good against Cathay, but maybe Zangors are also better in some way, right? Because they're just so much more durable with the higher armor and the silver shields against some of the shooting and their grinding potential, you know? So, here we have the Lion. So the Lion King is in here, dude. He's happy to go, and he's got his little mask on, looking nice and cool. But he can do -8 leadership. When you pop this, you pretty much get like a fat terror route, which is very nice. But Subutai is holding on to the point. His little cow hooves are clutching onto Objective 3 with all of his might. Centaur's trying to screen the point, but there's so much capture weight here. We have Jade Warriors, Peasants, and Spears. The Gores will slow it down a little bit because these are Peasants, I believe, and that is going to be what? Okay, oh my god, the Bray Shaman is back! Okay, that's a game changer. Dude, it's like the Stone Cold intro. I gotta get that. I gotta get that on the soundboard. Oh, the Stone Cold intro. That Pit of Shades is so freaking clutch. That holds his back objective and barely keeps him in the game. That was big. Oh, what a blunder by Dark Age Rush to not chase down that Bray Shaman. He probably routed to the edge of the battlefield and he came back. Okay, dude, cue the Stone Cold Steve Austin soundtrack for that Bray Shaman. And here we see the Celestial Lion coming across to get him. Obviously, probably going to get the job done, depending on how the chariot moves. But he is back, and the Beastmen are holding on to the objective, just barely. He's going to need more to hold on to this. As far as this point goes, we've got a couple of Pesties coming back in. And, yeah, you know, Zhao Ming's taking his time battling the Butchers of Kalkengard, but not quite getting it done there. Yeah, good scrapping for sure. And the Beastmen just barely losing this. The Shaman does get hunted down by the Celestial Lion, but he was able to get that very clutch Pit of Shades. Couple Centaurs charging back in, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get it done. Pestigors here will be very good fighters, but the Celestial Giant is, or Celestial Lion, well, a Giant would be pretty scary too, is going to be incredibly tough to deal with. It's going to terror out a lot of these units, and it has the Roar ability. We do see the Shaman get chased down, so the Beastmen Shaman is routed off into the Shadow Realm. It looks like the Lion actually got the kill, so the Lion will be feasting tonight. Objective 3 is being held by the Beastmen. Subutai trying to claw back value here, but the Cathay army does have a massive advantage in that regard. That is for sure. And the slow Cathay squeeze is going. So Jade Lancer's cruising up. Pestigor's still fighting. The Butchers of Kalkengard, dude, they're so hard to break. 800 HP, still healing, and they still have, what, 7 models? Is that really 7 models? Yeah, wow, 7. Morker are going to be heading to the point as well. But yeah, you see the Cathay tide on its way in. Cathay is one of the worst factions in the game at taking objectives, but that's why they accrue value first, and then they push up for the objectives. Pesty is doing all right. Obviously beat a peasant unit, but yeah, with the Lion here, the Lion is feasting. Narnia is all up in this game right now, and let's watch this thing's attack animations. Let's see if it has any cool ones here. Okay, he just bit that Pestigor in the back of the head, but he lived, so a little bit underwhelming. Oh, he just cut that one in half with his claw. That's a little bit better there. So Collins for Subutai, what do we have here? We have Centaurs out here, but Centaurs lose the Jade Lancers in a head-up fight. Because Centaurs do not have the great weapons, nor do they have the armor to really endure. And the Jade Lancers will probably win that grind. Beastmen have also lost objective number 3. And the thing is, Cathay is very close on the points. It's not like it's a really stark difference. So it's not like Subutai can like go for an all-in on objective 2 and try and get it back. A 4,000 value difference is really fat. That's really, really fat. And it's going to be sad moves, but you know, to be honest, I'm pretty happy to see a Cathay win. Cathay has been kind of a lower win rate faction this season. They haven't been doing super well. To see that they still have some tools and some things they can... This was a pretty well-rounded build. It had Jade Warriors, it had Spears, it had bows, cavalry. It also had a big monster, 2 big monsters actually, with Crowmen. So he was basically using most of the roster here to do this, which is pretty fun. But yeah, there's no way Subutai wins this. He's been passed. He's getting crushed in value pretty hard. Maybe didn't hear the bell yet, but that is going to be GG well played, and Dark Age Rush is going to be the Lord of Cathay. The Lion King has emerged, and Cathay is going to be winning today's SFT. Yes, yes. Yeah, he made him look strong. He played very well. All of his breath attacks were very on point and very clean engagements, and overall, nothing to really criticize here. And the Iron Dragon's eventually going to kill Morker. It's just going to take a hot minute. Butchers of Kalkengard still have 7 models, but they're being swarmed by the Crowmen, so that's probably going to be the end of them. They're such a good unit. Butchers of Kalkengard are insane. So 1,394 value despite having some tough fights. And the back Centaurs do get taken to pieces. And that is going to be it for today's tournament, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Cathay, the Jade champion, Dark Age Rush, has claimed victory. GG, well played. Good games by Subutai as well. He fought some very tough opponents getting up here. And that is going to be that. All right, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed today's tournament. If you enjoyed seeing me fail on the vampires, do drop a like. We went 3-1, all right? It wasn't bad. We actually almost made top 4, but not quite. I need to learn how to play them better. Hadri's defeated me with some great Dark Elf tactics. Always fun. But that's it. Drop a like on the way out if you guys enjoy what you're seeing, and we will see you guys around. Congratulations to both players. Super fun game. Adios. Do widzenia. That's it. Good night. Take care of yourselves, and congrats to Dark Age Rush. Very, very well played. Cheers.